Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Dope Dive Live with me, Sunny Starblast, and with my two great co-hosts, King Crazy and Drakon. Guys, are you here? Oh, we back? We're back? Oh, no. Okay. I think we're back. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am. Man, you got ads.
But sir, I've never left. I was always here.
Well, if I have ads on, then that's good, but the pod will still be ads. So,
Right. Okay, and hey, the pants.
hello, Chief. All right. So, the topic for today is Shonen Jump versus Capcom.
It's the dream matchup.
Shonen Jump wins. Let's continue.
Oof, oof, oof.
Oh,
Already.
you say that, but don't worry, we're gonna make this interesting. Okay. Second.
I call upon the two kings of Hayata, since sadly the third king is dead.
Seriously, Sonny, you have like 4 ads in a row. How's anybody see anything on your channel?
Oh, right. I was supposed to be doing the music intro. Usually the music intro, and I just start an ad real quick so pre rolls don't come on.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
What's an ad?
right. Professional King Crazy.
I'm just happy you blocks ads on Twitch again. There was a time it didn't.
We are alive, though. So,
okay. So
welcome to the
go full
Dope.
screen. Sorry.
So, well, welcome, folks. We have a nice blooper reel for you.
Yes, we do. Anyway, welcome in, everybody. Welcome, Idiot Pants. Welcome, Mo, to the Dope Dive Live. We're going to be talking about Shonen Jump versus Capcom. Hey, Anju. So, for people who don't know what Shonen Jump is, Shonen Jump, a weekly Shonen Jump is a compilation manga or magazine full of manga, usually various shonen type stories like Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Naruto.
Sir,
Many,
you're right.
many
It's
others.
Boruto. Naruto is already gone.
Dragon Ball Z
Mm,
also isn't in there either. So
Yes, it's Dragon Ball Super. Get it right. Or whatever the hell
yeah,
the Japanese version of the manga is called. I don't even know anymore.
it's
and
super.
there's Dracon's impression of a very, very obnoxious anime nerd. That's how they act. That's the
Of
obnoxious
course.
ones.
It's
Did
not
you
pronounced
know
Naruto. It's
that
pronounced Naruto.
it's pronounced Naruto and Boruto and Sasuke and Sakura?
Mhm. Well, and I'm just gonna explain what Capcom is. Capcom is a game company that creates obviously video games starring Ryu from Street Fighter, Mega Man,
Sir, you have the wrong Mega Man. It's bad box art Mega Man. Get it correct.
No,
Mega
stop it.
Man, the
Stop it. Get some help.
who else? Anybody from Resident Evil,
The Monster Hunter franchise.
Yep.
Frank West, I believe, or
Dead
Yep.
Rising,
Dead
yeah.
Rising.
Dead
from
Rising is
Dead
Capcom.
Rising. Uh,
Wait, was Capcom Breath of the Wild? Sorry, Breath of Fire?
Yes.
yeah.
God, it's been so ages. I forgot Capcom's Breath of Fire.
Oh yeah. We'll get to that with them.
But yeah.
But they're
So
most well known, of course, for the Street Fighter franchise. That is their King of the Hill franchise right there.
Street Fighter and Resident Evil.
Yeah, but their biggest seller at this time is Monster Hunter.
Yes, Monster Hunter World blew up, and Rise is just following its coattails.
Yep.
So this is of course an idea that King Crazy gave us, and he wants that. He's
I'm crazy.
not crazy. He's interested in seeing how these two titans would match up, I guess. So, Crazy, take it away. Who was your first matchup?
Okay, well, first off, there are a few rules because this isn't just we're gonna just throw them together and see what happens. It's going to be pretty much a fighting game. Like if they put us in charge of creating a 5-star crossover fighting game between these two companies, it'll
Okay.
never happen. But screw it. So one of those rules is we had to actually settle on a number of characters, and at first it was going to be 56 because
That's too
of
many. That's too many.
not quite because if you recall Marvel vs. Capcom 2, 56 characters. Also,
To be fair, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, how many new characters were there? Most of them were reused assets from the first game.
that is true. I'll not deny that. But another Shonen Jump game,
Your voice is going in and out again, King Crazy.
sorry. Yeah, there was one Shonen Jump game, Jump Ultimate Stars. That
Mhm.
had 6 characters too.
Yeah, but Drum Ultimate Stars is like Smash. It's not as it's much easier just to give people like four moves and that's it.
Very true. But then there's also games like Tekken and King of Fighters. It's like a lot of games are pushing how many characters they can put in there.
Yeah, so I mean, like on average, 32 seems to be like the usual sweet spot for characters in this for a game.
True. But here's the thing. There were also way too many characters to possibly put in. So we had to bump that number up a little. Pretty much, there's the first 48, and then the rest are DLC.
So 24 aside, then also the graphic disappeared.
It,
Wait, did it?
Yeah,
oh, heck.
Hang on.
there we go. It's back.
Mm-hmm. Nope. It's gone. Well, it's back. Okay.
Okay, should I not have this on full screen?
Now don't worry about it. You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Just leave it like this?
Yeah, just leave it.
Also, hello, Leah. Welcome. Thank you for joining us in our Insanity 24v24 brawl that puts Nintendo All Stars Brawl to shame.
Nintendo
Right.
All Stars Brawl.
Oh, you never heard of that game? It just came out this week. Nintendo All Stars Brawl.
No, it's a Nickelodeon. It's
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon Smash.
Nickelodeon. Why say Nintendo for? The ends are too close. Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl. Good Lord. Nintendo
No.
Smash Brothers. My bad.
Well, yeah, because that just blew up with their final character. Friggin' Kingdom Hearts.
You mean
Mm.
Metroid Prime Samus? Now in extra 3D?
Okay, so we'll just jump right in, and and here's the thing: with the 48s and then the remaining DLC characters, Dragon, you're gonna hate me for this, but it is a total of 64 playable characters.
I wouldn't touch that.
Let's focus on the 48 first, and if we got time, we'll focus on the DLC after.
Sure. And how we're gonna do this? Well, we're gonna get the obvious ones out of the way, but then we're gonna go into first the Shonen Jump side, then the Capcom side. Just to
Okay.
keep it simple. All right, and another stipulation: one character per franchise.
No, that's fine. Then that
Oh,
means
you would think that?
I mean, that means it's obviously Ryu and Goku.
Pretty much, and that led to some heavy cuts. Like I had to really think on okay, who can best represent this series, and who would be good in an MVC style fighting game.
I'm going to give you one disclaimer here. If you didn't pick Killua for Hunter x Hunter, I'm going to cut you.
Oh, we're gonna get there. Don't you worry. Okay, and for the record, I watched all of Hunter x Hunter. Oh my god, I'm not trying to feel about Gon.
I understand why people would prefer Gon, but in Hunter x Hunter, I found
I wouldn't prefer Gon. He's a fucking psychopath.
He's a kid who had no dad, and his mom is dead.
Okay, when this is over, we're gonna have a whole discussion about Gon and his really screwed up morality. But anyway, let's just get started.
Okay.
We're gonna be here all day. We're gonna talk about Hunter x Hunter. We'll be here all day.
Your
On
audio
Maryland alone.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out.
Sorry, if we talk about Hunter x Hunter, we would be here all day. Just
I
talking
know.
about Maryland.
Let's continue.
Okay, so obvious ones.
You just cut out again. I don't even know what you just said.
Hang on, damn it! Why is this not working?
Thank you all for joining our blooper reel of the podcast with Sunny.
Uh-huh.
Oh, now it works. Good. Okay. So from Dragon Ball Z, of course, Goku.
Oh no, big surprise.
I don't know, man. Isn't Dragon Ball Z about Gohan?
No, it is not, and you know it's not.
Oh, quick question. I just realized this. Are we when we say franchise, we are talking about the entire franchise, right? Not series.
Entire franchise. All
Okay,
of Dragon Ball as a whole.
Okay, perfect. Because suddenly you tell me Super has a different character.
Does it?
And actually, speaking of Super, one of the gameplay mechanics, I haven't thought of the name yet, but it would be a Super mode, and Goku would be able to turn into Super Saiyan Blue.
But then this is not Dragon Ball Z then.
I'm telling you, Dragon Ball as a whole.
Okay, so then we have to change the title then. So it's Dragon Ball franchise Goku.
No one cares. Anyway, moving on. Street Fighter. Ryu. And he'd be able to turn into Power of Nothingness Ryu. Or Denshin Ryu if you want to get technical.
Okay.
It's electricity.
Ryu?
No. It's gooder Ryu.
Oh my gosh.
Can it be both?
We'll get to that. Anyway, these are the two obvious out of the way. We are going to now go into the Shonen Jump side. And after we get done with this, you'll probably be like, yeah, this is fucking broken. Fudging. Yeah.
I don't care if you swear.
But
But the demonetization.
F word Jim broken.
Sure, whatever. Okay, so Naruto. Story about ninjas, particularly loud ones who wear orange and skirts out their lungs instead of actually being ninjas.
It's Naruto. I mean, who else are we going to pick for this?
Yes, it is Naruto. No, I will set you on fire, sir.
Sir, I'm the son.
Yeah, like
More fire.
that gives him more power.
Stop fucking holding my logic. Anyway, so for his super form, I'm gonna have to get the.
You're gonna make him grow up to be Boruto's dad.
No. Let me.
Okay, so
I'm trying to get the name of it.
he's basically
Stage mode? Ninetales mode?
It's called Kurama mode. It's like his final form for the series. He's shrouded in yellow, whatever. It's Sage mode and Ninetales mode put together.
Okay, that's all you need to say. Nobody really cares that much. As far as Naruto goes. We hate Naruto. Well, I hate Naruto.
I gave up on it a long time ago.
That's because apparently there's like 20 different people behind the real main bad guy. It was dumb.
You know this hilarious part was that when Shippuden first came out and Obito first came was shown, I straight up said that's Toby, and years later I was so accurate. It's not even funny.
It's like Obito, but take out an O, like you take out an I in Toby or whatever. Like it's like they weren't even hiding it that well.
It was an anagram. That's well, technically it's a pseudonym, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a pseudonym. Okay, on to the next one. I'm assuming Bleach.
Actually, One Piece.
Luffy.
Oh.
I mean, who else would you pick for One Piece? These are like the obvious picks here.
Sakura.
Definitely pick Laboon.
No, if you're talking One Piece, the face of One Piece is Luffy. You can't not have One Piece and not have Luffy. That's literally like telling me you want a grilled cheese sandwich and don't put the cheese.
And it's just
toast. It's just toast.
toast.
That's exactly why One Piece
and butter.
Luffy, it's toast.
Grill it in butter.
Yeah, buttered toast.
Yeah.
Either way, let's continue. We knew it was going to be Luffy.
Right, and of course his super form would be Gear 4. Nothing really surprising with
that's all you, man. I don't watch One Piece.
I stopped watching after the first ship burned down. And I cried, and that was it. I'm done.
I stopped reading after the animation.
Really?
I'm sorry. I despise how One Piece is drawn. I can't read it. Let's continue.
Next one.
Damn, dude. All right. Next, we'll get Dr. Slump. And
what?
Oh, don't worry. See, I knew you would know.
Yeah.
All those years playing Dragon Ball Z, Tenkaichi, whichever.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen this character before. I just never heard of the series.
Yeah, because I play as her a lot, and I will beat the crap out of everybody. Like, oh, you're playing as a little child, yeah. I
hear that shit in my dreams. Oh, with you running around the friggin' arena, you jerk.
Yo, can I get a stage break and a certain character from Chrono Trigger takes the place instead? I mean, it's Akira Toriyama. I wouldn't say if you won't.
Nope. And if her appearance in what was it, J-Star Videoverse suggests anything, she could crack the earth in half with a punch.
She could,
and a smile on her face.
She did appear in an episode of Dragon Ball Super, and she bodied Vegeta.
I heard about that. So yeah,
who doesn't body Vegeta?
Oh come on, be nice.
Am I? Am I
He tries
right?
his best.
Vegeta
Not
gets
wrong.
bodied by so many people. It's a joke. It's
I feel
like
like I feel like she would body Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren at the same time.
I don't think she would. I think
think
she would.
so.
I think she would body Goku Blue.
So here's the thing: she did almost. She is the joke character who has the ultimate strength. So in this case, she is as strong as the writers want to make her.
Yeah.
They made her strong enough to
Hide that
literally
list.
destroy
Hide that list.
Vegeta.
You spoiled everything. Hide that list.
Wait, you can see that?
Yeah,
You're
saw that
sharing your
entire
whole
list.
desktop.
What? I thought it was.
Nope, you're sharing your whole desktop, buddy. You just spoiled us. Allow that list.
Got him.
Sharing the window.
I know you were looking at your files. That's cool.
Yep. Next one we go.
Excuse me.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah.
sun is tired. The moon is ready to rise.
Super form would be this gag character that she dresses up as sometimes. It's not Ultraman, but also, yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyway, this is
Demon
it's a Demon
Slayer.
Slayer. Yep.
It better be Nezuko.
Booyah Shaka.
Yeah. I thought so.
I mean, I can honestly say I've never watched Demon Slayer, so
It's actually very good. Like you would enjoy it.
okay. It's not that I don't think it's a good show. I have reached a point in my life where I just don't care for Shonen Jump shows. I the formula of too much talking just tires me out in the manga, so I just don't watch or read them.
This one is relatively short for a manga. It only went on for about 2 or 3 years.
Oh, it's already done?
Yeah, the manga's done. I read
Wow.
the manga in like 2 weeks.
With how popular the anime was, I expected that to still be going strong.
No, it ended last year, I think, or the year before.
Actually, the next season is actually right around the corner.
Today. The next season starts
Not today.
You know what? I give props to this manga author for ending the series, because if Naruto, Bleach, or One Piece is anything to go by, I expect this thing to be like 5+ years before we even see an end in sight. Or in the case of One Piece, no end in sight.
We're apparently halfway through in One Piece.
No,
We're halfway now.
No, we're more than halfway through in One Piece now.
Wait, where's halfway?
He said that he's like 90% done.
That's 9%.
Manga. With the manga, I don't know, like if 90% has been released, but he's 90% done writing the story.
Which is good. I mean, that means he has a clear idea of how he wants to end it.
That's fair.
Better than the Hellsing writer, who decided to only release a new chapter every time he ran out of money.
Ew. Terrible. All right, next person.
Right. On her super form would be pretty much her full, like, unleashed form. You know, with that muzzle, just losing that and just going nuts.
Okay. Have you read the manga?
Yes, and I'm only going up to where the anime is. That's the other stipulation.
Okay.
If it's
okay.
not, yeah. If it's not in the anime yet, we can't touch it.
That's fair.
Can't touch it.
How did I know? Anyway, next. Now we're getting into Bleach.
Grimjo.
Ichigo. I mean, who else is it going to be? Ichigo.
It's going to be Grimjo.
Actually, it's going to be the most popular character in Bleach,
Grimjo Jaggerjack.
Rukia.
Nope.
Yes. Popularity poll. She's been number one over and over and over again.
I disagree 100%. Burn this entire Bleach chapter to the ground. I don't care for Rukia. So switch out. Give me anyone else except Rukia. I don't give a crap about her.
I'll even take Chad.
Yeah, I'll even take Chad. I'll take Orihime. Just don't give me Rukia.
Isn't Chad like 15 still?
So,
Does it matter?
like 15, dude. They're all like 15. This is
So what?
anime.
So what? You're gonna say Rukia commits pedophilia because Ichigo is young?
We're not getting
Yeah,
into
Ichigo.
this. We're not getting into this. Next.
They never get together.
Next topic.
Or Superforms or Bankai. It's all ice and shit. Anyway, next
Oh,
Rurouni Kenshin.
which is Kenshin, or it could be Shishio.
That's
Who we
Kenshin.
got? Okay, it could be either or. I'm gonna take Shishio as well for this one.
It could have been the other guy, that Inishi guy. Did you see that
No,
movie?
no, God,
Okay,
no.
never mind.
It's literally going to be because Shishio is the most popular villain of Rurouni Kenshin anyway. I don't think anyone would disagree with that one.
They would not.
I feel kind
Superform
of
would be
bad.
Godspeed. He would just get faster.
I feel kind of bad for Kenshin though. He's kind of disadvantaged against everyone else we've shown from the Shonen Jump side so far.
Because he's just
Yes,
a regular
but the-
dude.
He's just a regular dude.
Yes, but the movies just came out, and those were actually really popular and very good. So
I know,
Yeah.
but it's like, hey guys, in terms of power level, how would Kenshin do? Oh, someone fired a beam from afar, killed him. What? He said.
probably.
It's like
Anyway,
it's like in the Jump Stars thing that they released a few years ago, where they had like Yugi versus Jotaro,
yeah.
and I'm like, excuse me?
To be fair though, Yugi has a chance because Millennium Puzzle is cheats. That
Okay.
thing cheats to make him win. Literally take.
So I'll. You're right. The Millennium Puzzle does help him cheat. So I'll take
That's
Yugi
true.
out of it and just put in Light.
Oh,
Doesn't
no.
know any of these people's names fully. And kill them with the Death Note.
Yeah.
Really, from the last game that they had, Jump Force, Light is there, and everybody's too stupid to not give him their names. Because
I
But
have
he
it,
can't
and
kill
I
them?
still haven't played it because I just can't.
I hear it's not that good.
That Jump Force animation was the graphics side looked so bad. I refused to even touch it.
It's very not like. So if you're interested in Jump Force, get it on sale or get it for free.
Or get the DS version, which was actually fun.
I don't think there was a DS version for
Jump Stars or whatever the hell
I
the
mean,
jump.
Jump Force, the one that just came out like 3 years ago.
Get the previous Jump game on the DS, which is better.
Jump Ultimate Stars. Yeah.
What the heck is Chainsaw
Anyway.
Man?
It is a relatively new anime. It actually hasn't come out yet, but it was announced. So now we're gonna try and build that interest. And yeah, Chainsaw Man. He is a demon, and he's the representation of the fear of a chainsaw going off against your head.
So he's basically what's it, Leatherface?
He's Leatherface, but good.
I'll
Like,
just
he's
call him
a-
Leatherface from now on.
There's no leather. He's a chainsaw man.
I'll call him Leatherface from now on. It doesn't matter.
He does look like he has leather on his head, face. The red
It is
part.
his face.
So then Leatherface.
No, there's no
You
Moving
can't
on.
change it. That's his new nickname in the game, Leatherface.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we got Kuchi Kame, one of the longest running series in Shonen history and extremely profitable to them. So, Ryotsu, he is a cop, but he also has the power of being a gag manga character. Frieza met him. Frieza fought him. Frieza could not kill him. Frieza refused to talk about that moment ever again. Yeah.
Even Frieza can't beat the police.
Yeah. And why? Because Frieza parked his ship in a place he could not park, and that is how they met. And Goku showed up and was like, hey, you chased out Frieza. That's amazing. And he's like, hey, is that your ship? You can't park there. But yeah, don't let him being a cop fool. He's actually kind of an asshole. So,
Oh, surprise.
good. Yeah, he'd be one of the more ridiculous ones. Anyway, Toriko,
A food anime? I mean, manga?
kind of. It is a battle anime, but it's also a food thing.
They battle
These guys
with
are buff.
food?
It doesn't matter. These guys are buff.
Why does he look... I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Literally, these guys above. I remember just reading this manga for a while before I stopped. These guys above. They literally kill their food. Their whole point of the thing is they go, they hunt the creatures themselves, they kill them, and then they cook them.
It is anime Monster Hunter.
This guy,
It is.
he looks like Kenshiro.
It could be the same manga artist. It's entirely possible. I don't know.
It is not, but I can see where you would think that. And his super form would be eating this. Well, there are these god foods. There's one called air. He eats that, and he gets these. Well, his moves get jet in the name, and they get more powerful.
Okay,
So it's just called Air Force. Blah blah blah.
So, if we're being honest here, is he going to fight the Monster Hunter crew? Is this going to be the fine battle between the two of them?
Yeah, that's what it's
he will fight a particular monster, but again, we'll get to that.
Okay. Oh god,
Okay.
I know it's monster. Is it that dinosaur monster from that one Capcom game? I forgot what it's
Let
called.
him get to it.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Dinosaur monsters in Capcom, like you really haven't told me much. Anyway,
Pikachu.
Black Clover.
Yeah, the Fairy Tail 2.0.
I wouldn't say that.
Is it the one with the white hair?
You haven't told me much at all. That's a lot of people.
He's the guy with the null powers, right, or something like that.
Yeah, him.
Oh,
Yeah.
The one with the white hair.
That's not white hair.
It's gray. Gray, white. You know what I meant.
Yeah. Like he just has like null power. He just cut through whatever the hell the magic system in that series is called.
I think it's just magic. And yeah, that's. But he also has some demon stuff in him.
Okay, so he's Yosuke Hirameshi then, with swords.
No, and shut up. Anyway. So Hitman Reborn.
Oh, is it going to be the baby or is this going to be Hit? I don't even know what the hell it is.
His name's Suna.
There we go.
He's the head of a crime family, but he doesn't like it, and he has fire powers. I try to figure out their magic system, but I don't fucking get it.
Isn't this one with the baby as well?
Yes.
Okay. Speaking of babies, do we have Beelzebub?
Well, let's move on. Oh, and his super form, it's
Fire?
like Ultra Instinct, but not named it. It's just fire everywhere, and it's hard to hit him. But anyway,
Okay.
Nisekoi False Love. Okay, so one thing I should point out, Shonen Jump doesn't really have a lot of female protagonists because it's mainly geared towards teenage boys. Although new manga are actually putting in, stronger female protagonists,
Good for
but they're
them.
not. But they don't have anime yet, so we can't touch them.
Okay, so we're only doing shows that have an anime as well.
Exactly.
Okay, understood.
And this is pretty much about a school romance book. This is Chitogi. In spite of her looks, she actually has freakish super strength. They call her Gorilla Girl.
Oh, the traditional blonde caricature.
Yes, like
Yeah.
she actually took she took like the main protagonist and threw him through the ceiling into the roof right above them. Like she just chucked him.
So we go to love Hina's strength here.
Perhaps. Like she would be our grapple character. One of them.
Okay.
And next, finally, Fist of the North Star. Of course, it's Kenshiro.
Surprise.
Nah, you gotta change our name to whatever the hell song he makes. That's literally it. Or just put like the tagline "You already dead." That's all you gotta do for him.
Sure.
Yeah,
Why
at
not?
this point, he's a meme.
Yeah. Super form would be, well, he has this. Okay, pretty much the shirt ripping thing that he does. That's actually not just a thing he does. That's actually an attack. It's him powering up for a strong enemy. That's his Super Saiyan.
Okay,
I couldn't believe it myself.
let's continue. We all know Kenjiro.
Okay, so another recent anime, Jujutsu Kaisen. More demon stuff. Or, sorry, curses. but it would be Itadori Yuji, and he'd be more of like that up close, in your face kind of character. Like it's like far away, he'll have some problems, but he is dangerous in close combat.
Wait.
Don't
No,
spoil it. I
sorry,
haven't
please
seen it
continue.
yet.
I'm distracted if I ask what I was asking. Please continue.
Like, what do you mean spoilers? Like it's not.
Oh, I've not read or seen any of it.
Neither have I. So this is all you, buddy.
Okay, no problem. It's just how he fights. He does a lot of punches.
You
That's all
say
I'll say.
punches, and I'm thinking, where's Baki the Grappler? Or is that even Shonen?
That is not Shonen Jump.
Okay.
Next we get Yu Yu Hakusho. It's Yusuke.
Yusuke
Oh
Hiramashi.
no, I thought it was going to be Hiei.
No, it's gonna be Kurama.
See, I consider here. See, no. It's Koenma, sir. But anyway,
It's
I consider
Kurama.
here.
Kurama
I
is the fox person.
Yes, but Koenma is their boss.
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, the baby.
Who's the Yakuza's guy? What's his name again?
There's no Yakuza.
The guy with the Yakuza here. Oh, sorry, the Yakuza.
You mean the
mean,
Pompadour? Kuwabara?
Kurabara? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, why isn't Kurabara the person for this?
Because he isn't in the last season / arc.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
you can go to the demon world. He's not a demon.
Pretty much. And his super form would be his full demon form at the end of the series. Where
Okay.
he's like control of it.
Oh, he's gonna have a fun time against demon slayers.
Yeah. And then we get Black Hat. This is where we actually go like way back to the 90s.
I remember Black Cat. What I forgot what it's his name just Black or something like that. Is what it? Oh, Black Cat is his full code name.
Black Hat is his codename. And
Okay.
he's there to deliver bad luck. Ha
There
ha
we go.
ha
I
ha.
remember this one. Hey, are we going to have the cameo with that cat mask?
I don't remember the cat mask.
Basically, in every single episode of Black Cat, there is this little cat that makes a cameo appearance, or a cat mask, I should say, something that makes a cameo appearance.
If anything, it'll be like when this person's on the field, the cat's like behind him.
That's
Just
perfectly
hang
fine
up.
by me.
Yeah.
I've seen this. I don't remember it. It's been ages since I last saw this.
They have a magic system. It like they call it Tau. Like what was it? What was that anime on Cartoon Network? Outlaw
Gun?
Star.
Oh, sorry.
Like they have that. It's Trigun crossed with Cowboy Bebop.
Wait, are you talking about this or Outlaw Star?
This,
Okay.
but both this Black Hat and Outlaw Star have a power system called Tau. Whatever. And eventually he gets hit with nanomachines. They can turn that gun into a railgun. So yeah. And he's more like obviously the long range fighter because, you know, the guns ricocheting bullets off of everything. And then we get to Kiniku Man, or Ultimate Muscle. You might have heard this on Fox
yeah.
Kids.
Oh, I remember this. There was a video game about this.
There was.
Yes, there were multiple. And yes, the Epitomus, Kiniku Man. And no, that's not his actual face. That is a mask. His weird flesh-colored mask.
Yeah, I remember this. So we finally got Lucha in this game.
Damn it! Yes, yes. Mucha Lucha. Sure. Ricochets, pulverizing pinball. Damn it!
I'm mad at you. I'm not mad.
You're not that at all. Everyone remembers Mucha Lucha.
What happened to the show? Like, was that canceled?
Everything that we watched was canceled.
Well, yeah,
Besides, you got enough seasons. We got like 4 to 5 seasons.
sure. But anyway, his super form would be his burning inner strength. make of that what you will. It's like he just goes crazy.
That's fine. He's already dead.
Anywho, Buso Rankin. Like, this one.
I remember Buso Rankin. This show I remember growing up.
You do. This is good. So then you must remember him.
We talking about the main.
Papillon.
Oh, Papillon. Oh my God, Papillon. This dude was the starting joke villain and became like the most powerful villain by the end of it.
Yeah, he did.
Like he has the power of like butterflies, literally power butterflies.
Yeah, but they're bombs. It's
They're
like,
bombs.
like his power is gunpowder, but he turns it into butterflies because he likes those.
Yes, I'm gonna call him the Monarch.
Yeah. And his super form would be Super Papillon. So yeah, just bombs everywhere. Like he's Yoshikage Kira, but like predates him probably.
And he does like to troll when he wants to.
Yes, like this guy is straight up personality, which this game really needs.
You know who reminds me of, and if when Hunter x Hunter comes, Ahsoka would have probably been similar to this guy.
Hang on.
Because Ahsoka trolls a lot as well in his series.
He does. And speaking of Hunter x Hunter, Ahsoka.
I would have preferred Killua. I really would have.
I know.
But
around this point, I was noticing that like we had a lot of heroes and not a lot of villains.
Well,
and
Killua's
don't get
an
me wrong.
anti-hero. He's not really a regular hero. He's an anti-hero. He's still an assassin. Like
He is
literally. He's the guy who took a prisoner's heart out right in front of him. It was hilarious.
Yes, it was. But as time went on, Killua actually did become a really genuinely good person.
With electric powers and wasn't afraid to torture people with it.
Yes. But as time went on, he got nicer. And then Gon went crazy. But then there's Hisoka. He would honestly jump at the chance to be in a game like this.
He would.
Like,
he loves fighting.
Yes. And he is a tricky bastard, and honestly, I have the weirdest feeling that him and Papillon would actually not be like friends, but they would get along weirdly well.
No, they won't. Papillon would be like, Hisoka, why are you trying to fight little boys? You know it to be true. Hisoka got some very creepy tendencies in Hunter x Hunter.
Yes, I'm aware of that. But he only goes after people with that he believes has like high potential.
Yes, still creepy though.
Oh, yeah. Extremely. And his super form would be... Let me check what the name was again.
Something with gum, I assume.
Oh, yeah. It would just be his aura. Just like he would just be letting loose his aura. Which, by the way, his aura is... I'm sorry?
Sorry, I'm just remembering that, and everyone just was disgusted by. He has like an erection aura or some shit like that.
That's not what it is. His aura and his erections are completely separate. Anyway,
no, it's sadly not. If in the Hunter x Hunter anime or even the manga, when he first used his aura, and everyone just felt disgusted by seeing it. Like literally, his aura is just disgusting.
Yes, it's very sinister stuff. So it would just be that, just Zora. Which, by the way, he has the power of bungee gum. Which, did you know, it has the properties of both rubber and gum.
I hate you so much. Let's continue.
Right. Now we get to Beelzebub. And then we get to Beel and Noga.
Beelzebub. I remember watching this anime was great. I just enjoyed this anime from start to finish.
Yep, and I have to actually find a better name for his super form because
you're breaking out again.
Oh, sorry. His super form is like
drink water right now. It has been redeemed in chat.
I mean, I've been drinking water the entire time. I'm good.
I'll drink water in a minute. Yeah, his super form would be Super Milk Switch. where
They
he
had
merges
this.
with Beal, and it's he. This is actually something that is not in the anime because the anime ended before this, and
So then
since
he can't use it then. Because from my understanding, we are not allowing stuff that's past the anime. That's the same thing which happened to the girl from Demon Slayer. So he doesn't get that form.
except for one little detail, in Jump Force, they had Ichigo in his final form from the last arc in Bleach. That was animated at the time, and there was
Yeah,
no
but
sense that like
we go by
they
your
let
rules. Your rules stated we are doing by where the anime reached. So if we can't have the girl from Demon Slayer with her manga final form, we can't have him with his manga final form either. We're going by your rules here,
the
buddy.
anime of Demon Slayer is still coming out. It's coming out today. There is not going to be another Beelzebub anime,
Who
so his
knows?
super form is
It
going to
might
be
be. You never know. You
no.
can't.
There isn't.
Dude,
There
Hunter x
isn't.
Hunter got a sequel, a reboot 10 years past its original anime. It's
That's
entirely
true.
possible.
Yeah, there
And
might.
now it's on hiatus. The manga's on hiatus.
Yeah, still, though.
For all we know, we're never going to get Hunter x Hunter again.
Like I said, I mean, I'm fine with giving them this as long as we give the Demon Slayer girl her final form from the manga. I'm okay with equal pay here.
You don't even know what it is. You say you didn't read it.
Yeah, but Sonny does, so he can at least be able to give the description of what it is.
I
So I'm
can't.
fine
I
with
can't describe it in case any because most people
That's
who
that's a giant fucking spoiler.
not
Okay,
just that.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a massive spoiler for anybody who's watching the anime right now. 'Cause
Okay, then I'll stop there.
Exactly.
But let's continue.
yeah.
Okay, and his super form is basically Super Saiyan. Like it's like he even admits it in the manga. It's silly, but anyway. Assassination Classroom.
Oh, I remember this one. Would be
I'm
good
aware
with
of
Alien.
this.
Yes, and naturally, Koro Sensei.
Yeah, the broken guy.
Yeah. Well, then again, he's amongst other broken people, so
Yeah.
he's in good company.
Of our current list, he's on the level of Goku tier broken right now.
Yeah.
Why? What does he do?
He is super fast. He has very high intelligence. He has a whole bunch of other skills in his pocket based on what his alien DNA has.
Well, he's stronger than Goku because Goku's not intelligent.
But Goku has fighting instinct, which makes up for it. So like,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And his super form would be his liquid form. Dracon, are you aware of that form?
yeah. Like I said, I remember this guy. I remember how broken he was. I'm just like, damn, he's just broken.
Yeah.
Like literally, this gave me a little bit of hint. Like the military of the world tried to destroy him. They couldn't even harm him, so they basically convinced him to become a teacher instead.
Yeah. That's the story.
Yep.
Okay, so next, Dragon Quest.
Which version are we doing? Are we doing the
Dragon Quest died. Yeah.
Okay.
Manga.
Yep. And it also has an anime that's on right now.
Yes, I remember this. I read the manga for this. I enjoyed this manga.
Yep. So naturally, it's Die.
Yeah,
And
I'm
he's
fine
going
with
to.
that.
Yeah. And here's what's it called? His Dragon Crest.
Originally, I was going to say that armor was useless, but I mean, it protects his heart and lungs, so it does have a use.
I would hope it protected his heart and lungs, or else what would be the point of armor?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, cause, like most people, armor at least would cover like the full chest. Like his armor is like, hey, little piece here. You skip other parts of the body.
I think you should cover other parts of his body. Anyway, whatever. Let him do him. Anyway, Medica Box.
Heard of it, never watched it.
Hey, this is one of those. It's not like unknown. It's like, okay, the main character is pretty much a Mary Sue, and the whole series is about her being pretty much unstoppable, and everybody trying to take her down for whatever reason.
So
But-
Haruhi. Okay.
Wait, so who?
Haruhi.
Don't know who that is.
You never heard of Haruhi? That was a very popular anime years ago.
What's it about?
It's a slice of life, but basically the main female protagonist has like goddess tier powers in her own universe.
Hmm.
Well, it's actually kind of what this is, and yeah, this is Medica Kuragami. And yeah, she pretty much can take down anybody. Like there was a kid who his entire power was taking down people stronger than him. That was his whole ability. But turns out she had a super form just in case that made her weaker than the other person that she's fighting to specifically counter this eventuality.
Okay, so she's Batman with a utility bra. Understood. Let's continue.
I can't dispute that. And and her super form is her end god mode, where she just goes batshit and just runs you down with her power.
Oh, good
But
boy.
but I will say this: it also deconstructs the Mary Sue, because as much power as she has, she gets lonely being the only person like her until she actually starts meeting people and actually forming real, genuine relationships.
But
so,
still, it's
yeah.
the fact that she's broken as hell.
Yes, but now she's with other broken people, so let's see how she does with them. Anywho, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which version of Yu-Gi-Oh are we
Joey.
doing here?
No,
Oh,
It's gonna be Yu-Gi, of course, or Kaiba. One of the two of them.
I honestly was considering Kaiba. Just for the meme potential.
Yep. So we got cheat puzzle here. Okay.
Yep. And for the record, his taunt would be drawing Pot of Greed and explaining it.
You know what? I expect this taunt to be Exodia, the face of Exodia. Be like, my deck has no weak cards. Take on Exodia.
I don't know. I just think that just pulling up Pot of Greed and saying, "Oh, by the way, did you know that Pot of Greed lets you draw 2 cards from your deck?"
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
It's like Pot of Greed. It lets me.
oh god.
That's good.
Now you get it.
No one needs to explain Yu-Gi-Oh. Everyone and their mother knows what Yu-Gi-Oh is.
Yeah. And his super form would be in the name of the Pharaoh, and he would summon Slifer the Sky Dragon. And it would be on the field just laying waste. While he can still run around and do other things.
Oh, I thought his super form was just going to be Karibo and multiply. You can never attack
Oh my
me because
god!
I have a headless Karibo.
I have so many problems with that duel. I play the Living Arrow card. It can do whatever the fuck I need it to.
I'm sorry, that Karibo multiply combo is still broken as hell. Hey, you can never kill all these Karibos. They keep infinitely respawning. He literally triples from Star Trek.
I'm gonna use Living Arrow to fuse my dead monster with your living monster to poison it, and I'll be able to take it down in 3 turns. What?
I'm gonna destroy that moon. Sorry,
Yes, I'm gonna destroy the moon. Oh my god!
okay, let's continue. Oh man, this first season was broken.
Yeah, it was.
There were no.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was in Weekly Shonen Jump.
Yes, still is.
Which JoJo JoJo we gonna? Or is it just
Probably
Dio?
gonna be Jotaro.
It's probably just
JoJo.
gonna be Dio.
It's gonna be JoJo in its entirety, and JoJo in its entirety really does focus on one central character, which is
Dio,
of course,
okay.
Dio. Like literally everything that has happened or goes wrong in JoJo's entire history can be traced back to Dio.
Technically,
Literally.
it's not Dio, it's Jotaro because Dio took his body.
You mean
Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Jonathan Joestar, I'm saying yes. It's Jonathan Joestar. Technically, Dio took his body.
Yes, but Dio's the one that kissed this girl that made Jonathan beat the shit out of him, which put blood onto the thing, and that's what started all this. Because Dio's just an absolute shithead. The problem is... I'm sorry, go ahead.
This show just went like, hey, like a regular like two people who hate each other into suddenly vampires. What?
It wasn't even two people who hate each other. It's one person who's just super salty about everything. Wanted to make another dude's life a living heck. And then he was like, oh, hey, well, you beat me up this one time and I don't like it, even though we're both rich kids now.
He wanted all the money.
So I'm going to
He
kill you.
didn't want to share.
And then kill your dad and inherit all the money.
And then suddenly vampires and psychic powers, which came out of the blue at the end.
It wasn't out of the blue. It was just, oh, the mask can do this. Weird.
In
Or
the
dare I say
manga-
bizarre.
Yeah, in the manga, they do give more backstory to the mask right before the story starts. So there were like some South American ancient tribe, indigenous people who sacrificed people and gave themselves power with the masks. These masks were created by Pillar Men. Well, some
We're
Pillar Men.
not going to go into that. That's a whole other thing.
And by the way, part 2 has nothing to do with Dio.
Yep, it's the only one without him because that's World War II? Post World War II?
Well, yes. Well,
Middle of
around World War II.
Yeah, it had Nazis. I remember that much about the second arc.
It did, yes. But part 2, a lot of it happens because, well, first, there was Straits who got inspired by Dio to use the mask himself. And then there was Joseph's dad, who was killed by Dio's last henchman looking for revenge.
Yeah.
And then there was, what's his name? The bubble guy. Caesar. Yeah. Caesar, who was pissed because his dad got killed by Dio's people. Like, a lot of it.
Actually,
like,
that's Mario, whatever his last name is, wasn't killed by Dio's people. He was killed by the Pillar Men. He got sucked into the...
No. The guy's... Wait, was it his dad or his uncle?
His grandfather? You mean, Baron
Zeppeli.
Zeppeli?
Yeah.
You mean the one who was with Jonathan? Yeah, he got killed by Marcus and what's-his-face.
Yeah. And what's his name? Caesar was pissed at Joseph for that.
Yeah, but, he wasn't mad at Joseph. He just said, hey, we should avenge our grandfathers because these Pillar Men created the mask that caused all this issue in the first place. And Joseph was like, why would I care about a bunch of dead old guys? And they fought, and then Caesar went to go fight what's-his-face, and then he died. And Caesar! And that was...
Yeah.
Very sad moment. Undercut by my nonchalance.
Yeah. What's her name was smoking her cigarette backwards. She was really that sad. She was trying to play it off, but she was really broken up about this.
Also, Dio killed her parents.
Yes.
Technically, but also...
Part 2, less than the other ones, fair. But still, he did have an effect on them too. The only thing that I was wondering about was how to do his time stop in the game. Which would be either pointless because it would take so long, or game-breaking because it would stop everything. And I figured, let's make him a counter character so that he does oppose, you hit him, and he'll just pop into some other area, or he'll counter you with a hit, or stuff like that.
I feel like Dio couldn't do anything to stronger tier characters like Goku. At all.
Debate. I mean, it depends. Like, because he does have time stop capabilities, which not every character has a counter against.
Right.
That just having that few seconds where he can do a whole bunch in that few seconds of time stop could probably give him an edge against some of these characters.
I still feel like if you're gonna fight the stronger tier characters, I mean characters who have like literal superhuman ability and can bust planets. Dio cannot bust a planet.
Okay, so can we all agree here that Kenshin's gonna lose at the moment. Out of
Oh,
all,
absolutely, absolutely. Just a regular dude with a sword. What's he
It's
gonna
right.
do against a vampire who can stop time? Also, shoot blood out of his eyes.
Oh, not
Laser
to
beams.
mention his sword. The sword main edge is blunted, so it doesn't kill anyone.
Can't knock out Leo.
Alone, all right? But it's like he'll do his best. Anyway, on. This is among an anime that I'm pretty sure none of us have heard of. Again,
It
I
sounds
don't.
familiar. I don't know if you show me the character from it, I might know if I recognize it or not.
Fair enough. From Hoshinengi, Sodaki.
Don't recall the name. Just waiting for the stream to. Nope, never seen this character in my life.
Never seen her.
Nope, don't know the show.
Okay. She is a villain. She is a violent psychopath, and she has a move that pretty much lets her mass mind control people, which she then tortures for her own pleasure. She is one of the main villains of the series,
Okay.
and she's actually insanely powerful. Oh, and that's not even her body. She's actually a fox spirit that inhabited that body, and hooks up with people in power to leech off of them.
Of
for her
course she
amusement.
does. She's a succubus on the side. Wonderful. Let's continue.
Pretty much. And
So if she doesn't fight Morrigan, I'm going to be salty. Let's continue.
She can't fight Morgan, but let's move on. Saint Seiya,
Saint Seiya, I remember this.
or Knights of the
wait.
Zodiac, if you want to be technical.
Which version of Saint Seiya are we talking about here? Are we talking regular Saint Seiya? Or are we talking Brooklyn Saint Seiya?
Wait, Brooklyn Saint Seiya?
You never saw the Netflix new Saint Seiya reboot which happened?
I don't think that's
I think I did, and I saw an
Yeah.
episode, and I was like, "Oh, I can't watch this."
The protagonist's origins is that he's from Brooklyn now, or at least a place that looks like Brooklyn.
Yeah,
That's why I call it
probably not.
Brooklyn Saint Seiya. That's literally what it is.
Wonderful. All right, so it's not him. It's actually going to be the main villain of Saint Seiya, Hades.
Yeah. Okay. So Hades going chasing after girls again.
He wasn't chasing after her much. he just hated humanity.
I mean, I guess he will hook up pretty well with the previous villain.
Actually, I think like storyline wise, he'd probably be like the guy that's just off to the side, like not trying to deal with any of these people. Like he would want them all dead.
And
The
she will
super form
mind
would be
control him to exclude her. I can see it now.
Wait, she would mind control him, or
Yeah, she'll mind control him to exclude her. Be like, yeah, kill everyone, just as long as I'm not dead.
pretty sure. I'm not sure if it works on gods, but yeah, her mind control would actually power up her assist characters. But that's a whole other thing. All right, so his would be a great eclipse. It would just be a big shadow across the arena, and you would start losing life as long as they're on the field.
Okay.
Because he can move planets, don't you know? Anywho, My Hero Academia. Have you guys watched this?
I'm not a fan of this show, but
You are not a fan of the show.
it's not the show's fault. It's the fan base's fault.
Yeah, the fan base is really toxic.
I will not dispute that.
It's sad though. I hate when that show is ruined for me because of the fan base, and this is just one of the shows that happened for me.
Yeah. Well,
Let me guess
The
first
kind of-
before you do it. It
Okay.
is Bakugo.
no. I like him, but no.
Is it going to be All Might?
You are a smart man.
It's already in Jump Force.
He is the centerpiece of this entire series.
Hey,
Even now in the manga, he's still like even after all this stuff that happened to him, he's still like the most important person. It's weird, but yeah,
Yeah, everybody centers their life on, oh man, this guy was the #1 hero, and now So spoilers if you haven't read or watched it. He now no longer has one for all.
Well, didn't he give his powers to the
Yeah,
protagonist or
yeah, he
something?
gave his powers
Yes,
away, but it still lingers for a certain amount of time. And
and time ran out.
yeah, the time ran out. Like in one big last battle against his arch nemesis.
So he's dead then.
No, he's not dead.
Oh, he's just depowered.
He's depowered.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna assume that he doesn't have a super form. Starts out.
He does.
Wait, so
Plus
he starts
Ultra.
out. What's Ultra?
Where he goes beyond. Like you've seen the show. Like, it's like when he goes extra, whatever. Anyway, Gintama. Have you seen this?
Gintama. I mean,
know of
if it's not the protagonist, it's not correct.
Of course. He's gonna clowning everybody. He's gonna do the Kamehameha. He's gonna have a Bankai. He's gonna be this whole. It's just.
He's a meme.
And he's gonna break the fourth wall.
Yep.
Oh man, you know I feel bad. Kenshin's like, fine, you're another sword user. Gintama's like, what? You're not my level. I feel bad for Kenshin.
Okay. Oh, and funny enough, Gintoki super form would be. Let's see. It's called Shiro Yasha, where he's just done playing around. And he's like, no, this is I'm gonna kill you mode.
Yep. I honestly I have not read or watched Gintama, but I've seen enough stuff about it that I have an idea of the character itself.
Yeah. Okay, and then this is actually Otoko Juku. It's kind of like Fist of the North Star, but it's a school. And its representative is going to be the most memeable character in that series. Oh, damn it. Hold on. The principal of Otoko Juku, the most powerful man in Japan, Heihachi Edejima. Let me tell you a story. So, another school messed with his students. He then takes a tank to that school and starts running into it left and right, just destroying it. The cops come, and he says, and I quote, I am the principal of Otoko Juku, Heihachi Edejima, and this is actually a movie set. And the cops look to their left and see Heihachi's henchman as movie producer saying, action, cut, quiet on the set. And they're like, this can't be right. But then the cop's partner is like, this is so insane that it has to be a movie. This doesn't make any sense any other way. Meanwhile, here's this school staff screaming bloody murder for help, while this crazy man's just running into them over and over again with a tank. running some of them over, they're fine. And completely destroying the school, while the cops saying, wow, I cannot wait to see this movie. Also, let's see, there was a satellite, he was on it, he had to be outside of it for reasons, had to ride it all the way back into Earth's atmosphere, grab it, swim with it all the way to shore, and all the way saying, I am the principal of Togojugu, Heihachi Edejima, and then just, handling shit.
Oh, quick question. When we account in Shonen Jump here, we also include Weekly Shonen Sunday, which is also Shonen Jump. This is a Sunday one.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, there were a lot of hard cuts. Like, there was one that I wanted to use. Like from the beginning, I wanted to use Mazinger Z.
Oh no, Mazinga couldn't be in a Weekly Shonen. That thing is seinen to.
Yeah, it actually was. It used to be back in the 80s, or actually, no, it was the 70s. But then, let's see, Kandosha, I believe it's called. They bought them, so Shonen Jump can't touch them anymore under any circumstance.
Yeah. Either way, Shonen Jump wouldn't have allowed it. The amount of gore and stuff that happens in Mazinga, they could not show in the Shonen Jump. They couldn't show in the Shonen Jump.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, back then, like, in that first line, it was pretty tame, but after it was bought out, then all the gore and stuff happened.
Yeah, because they were able to go much more mature with it, and that I trust me, I would love to see a mecha series in this list, but I don't think there's any Shonen, really popular Shonen Jump mecha series.
There is not. I've looked everywhere. It
Yeah.
is wildly annoying.
No,
Because
it makes sense. So I'm not surprised. Like probably the closest one I can think of is Knights and Magic, and I don't even know if that was Shonen Jump.
I do not
Anyway.
believe so.
But back to this guy.
He is utterly ridiculous. If you ever have some time, look up his respect thread. It is a laundry list of crazy shit that he has done, all while saying his memeable phrase. Like, okay, he gets a phone call from like another school, from tax people or whatever, and then he just screams, "I am the principal of a Togojuku, Heihachi Edejima," and along the way of this other guy's ears being blasted out of his head, every single telephone pole explodes along the way.
I would have said this if we had a choice. If this was actually regular Shonen Jump, I would have preferred Kenichi.
If it was regular Shonen Jump, I would have regular Shonen manga in general. There have been so many other characters I would have used.
Oh yeah. Like if anyone ever watched Brave Fight, Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. I think that's the English translation term of it, or Brave Fighter Kenichi in Japan.
Yeah, but he is not one of them. And,
I know, sadly.
Another one I would have loved to have in there, Claymore. You ever watch Claymore?
Yeah, Claymore's too mature. Oh man, Claymore's too mature. Oh,
Still haven't finished playing. Need to finish reading.
it's fine. You don't need to. Claymore's one of those mangas where you realize the guy's writing week to week and then have like a full plot already written out as to how he wanted it to end.
Yeah, honestly, I still enjoyed the manga for Claymore. It's like I was watching the Black Widow movie, and then like a week later, I thought about it, and I'm like, Claymore is Black Widow, but good.
Oh shit. Okay, let's get back to this. We're getting distracted here.
All right. Okay, and this is our final character for the Shonen side from the recent Burn the Witch series.
Didn't even know what the hell Burn the Witch is.
Never heard of it.
The creator of Bleach also made this.
Oh boy.
Okay, so my question is this: how do we not have Dr. Stone?
I thought about it a lot. It is not a fighting manga. There's
What
fighting
do you
in it.
mean? There's a lot of fighting involved in Dr. Stone.
Not with the popular characters. It's like, okay, there are fighters in it, but it's not a fighting manga. It's the same reason why I didn't put anybody from Promised Neverland.
I don't think you want to put Promised Neverland in this. That thing is too disappointing, too depressing.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
God, what
Let's
an
go
ending.
Burn the Witch. I've never heard of it. Let's see who the character is.
Okay, so to put it into some context, Burn the Witch to Bleach is like rival schools to Street Fighter. Same universe, but different franchise.
Okay.
It's like, hey, look over there. It's those other people. Or how
Okay.
Aurelia and Goku are in the same universe, but they're two different franchises.
Understood. The only other ones I could have thought of, which would have been here, was I don't know if D Greyman would have made it. I think
D Greyman is not with Weekly Shonen Jump anymore.
Well, I mean, at a point it was. It could have been used for when it was.
Not anymore.
Oh god, what was the other one I was thinking of? I forgot the name of it. It's also very popular with Soul something. It deals with Shinigamis. So is this Soul Eater or Soul something?
I'm pretty sure it's not Soul Eater because that's not Shonen Jump either.
Oh, it's not? Okay. Nah.
If I look at the list, I'll probably see what you're talking about, but
Yeah, I was thinking Soul Eater. I'm surprised I wasn't Shonen Jump. It felt like Shonen Jump.
Alright, so this is actually something I should point out. There was this other game, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, and it had these giant characters as like sub-bosses, but you can still play as them. Like they have full movesets, you can jump around with them, you can take them into online mode. They're just, you can only use the one of them in a fight, and they have double the HP, and they're just gigantic. We're doing that with this. From Burn the Witch, Cinderella. It is a giant dragon, and that Kuribo thing that you were talking about with Yugi, yeah, she can do that too.
Oh,
Just
boy.
little things that'll explode on you. she's also completely insane. Like, she had a trainer, kind of, but then she turned into this and just tried to kill everyone in London. Which was awkward. So, yeah. Also, I couldn't find any other giant characters of note. Like, yeah, that whole one character per series. This is what really hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we go into the Capcom list. Let's see how we get 24
Yes.
Capcom series.
It's actually this was like all the Shonen Jump characters. This was all 33.
Wait, you included DLC already? Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, so then we go into Capcom. We'll start it off with Rival Schools. Wait,
But-
that isn't Rival Schools. That isn't Rival Schools. Hold on. I mixed up
that's
the
Rival
thing.
Schools.
Legion of Heroes.
Yeah, it's Rival Schools.
Is it? Oh,
It,
I was thinking,
American style is
United by
Rival
Fate.
Schools.
Sorry. United by Fate or Project Justice or whatever. Anyway,
Yeah, that's the other titles. Yeah.
and it is Basu. Only because, and I'm gonna have to be the one to just say it. Rival Schools is over. It's not coming back.
No,
It's
what are you
sad to
talking
see.
about? It is coming back. It's literally being incorporated into Street Fighter.
Yeah, but
Is
it's
it?
not Rival Schools. It's Street Fighter. Okay, Akira from Rival Schools is now in Street Fighter.
Yeah, it literally Rival Schools has been incorporated into Street Fighter. That's what they've done. So all the Rival Schools characters, so future Street Fighters will have more Rival Schools characters, basically. That's what it is.
Okay.
Okay. I agree with you. It's not going to be its own separate game again because Capcom is the age of Capcom Risk is done. They won't take risks on new fighting games that aren't Street Fighter or MBCs. And so we won't expect a new Rival Schools. What we will expect is the Rival School characters slowly bleeding in to the Street Fighter games, where we'll start seeing more and more of them in each new Street Fighter.
That's true, and it happened with Final Fight, and
Yep.
I'm sure there was another series that did it.
Yeah, there are a few series which are now incorporated into Street Fighter. I do agree with you. I have to remember it myself, but it basically that's what they all lead into. They're all the same universe leading into Street Fighter.
Pretty much. And we're gonna go with Batsu because he has a super form, Burning Batsu.
I mean, not only that, he's the poster child of Rival Schools. I mean, I would not expect anyone else except Batsu for this.
True. I was considering Hio to be Demon Hio, but that's not even him. That's his non-playable dad.
Yeah,
Something.
no.
Yeah.
If you say Rival Schools and you don't pick Batsu, I will be like, what the hell, man? That's literally the poster child of Rival Schools.
True, but the most popular character at this time actually is Akira.
Yes,
that's why she's in the Street Fighter game. Yeah. And plus,
Well,
I'd like to see how he...
Sorry, go ahead.
Wait, say what?
No, I was saying the reason I'm right is because Akira has by far the best storyline in original Rival Schools, which is why people like her.
Surprise! She's a girl!
That's not even the thing.
What?
The fact is that she snuck into school to find her brother, beat up the biggest bads of the school, and have them help her try to find her brother. Find her brother is mind controlled, and then she ends up having to try and save him and everyone else. And what makes her really interesting is that she has a split personality, where under the mask she's this badass, and without the mask she's a much more like girlish character. And people are like, who's the real Akira?
It's not a split personality, it's just how she is under the mask.
Yeah, but it's technically a split personality because her all her actions and mannerisms change when she puts the mask on.
Right, it's like a Superman thing. It's not like she literally becomes a totally different person when she puts the helmet on.
She does. Like she's much more like her brother when she has the helmet on. The always wanted to fight, let's continue, this type of thing. When she has the mask off, she's much more timid.
Personality thing. It's not like an alternate personality thing.
Tomato. Let's continue.
All right. Next we have Asura's Wrath.
Asura.
Yeah, it's not even a question. Only because, look, you said it yourself, like a lot of the characters in Shonen Jump are kind of broken, so we need our own heavy hitters.
Yeah, but
And
I
Didn't
don't
he
think
fight
Asura.
Akuma to a standstill at some point?
For 10,000 years, yes.
I look at it this way: as much as we want to call Asura a heavy hitter, Goku just needs to beam the planet from space, and Asura's dead. I really don't think there's a challenge against Goku.
I don't know, like Asura the Destructor form, yeah, that'd be a fight.
I don't think so because you're basically comparing a world threat versus a galactic threat. Goku is a galactic threat. That's why I'm like, eh. Some of these
Chakravartin was a galactic threat. Like Chakravartin was God, and he was throwing universes at Asura, and Asura was just punching all through them.
It's true. Okay, I see where you're coming from. Let's continue.
Okay, and obviously his super form would be Destructor form, where his arms would get like crazy big, but he would have a move that would let him get those other arms, all six. But as he takes damage, he would lose the arms.
I just realized something. Why did Capcom put this guy in a fighting game?
No one has any idea. It is an actual mystery. Like, it seems too obvious.
It does. Like, he would be like an easy fit for a fighting game because he already is a punch guy.
Yeah, it's like, why was he in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite? Hulk's literally right there.
No one wants to be in MVC Infinite. So don't kid yourself. No one wants to be in that.
Fair. Anyway,
Was it that bad?
It was.
Look at the character renders. Morgan is horrifying in that game. She's like a freaky long-necked cat monster thing. Anyway, Ghosts and Goblins.
Yes. A fellow who loses armor every time he gets hit.
I'm not gonna lie, this was difficult. Like, I was looking around for because this series is Ghosts and Goblins, but it also has I'm trying to remember the name. It's like a demon gauntlet thing, but it stars Red Remmer, who's also from Ghosts and Goblins.
Okay.
But there's also Maximo, Ghosts and Glory, which is a spin-off of Ghosts and Goblins. So I was trying to decide between those three because they all could represent the series perfectly well. And eventually I was like,
who loses his armor.
Maximo loses his armor too.
Okay.
It's kind of a series staple.
Yeah. Alright, so I went with Arthur because come on, he's a classic. And he would turn into his golden King Arthur form when he goes super. But he can still lose his armor if he takes enough damage. Because, of course. And next we get Strider. Not even gonna question that one.
Yeah, we know.
we know. I mean, does he at least get his robotic animals with him for this?
Of course.
Okay, I'm good. Yep, let's continue.
Why wouldn't he? But his super form would be actually from the most recent Strider game. His charge mode. He's stronger. He's faster. Everything's in that mode. Everything's slow motion to him. He's a super ninja. Okay. All right. Moving on.
Now, I think we can all agree Strider would have been the obvious pick for this one. We all know Strider. We all love Strider.
Yep.
Ooh, this is tough. I call Hagar. Probably Cody.
No, on both counts.
Damn.
Yes. Again, I had to really look hard at this. Who would actually be a good fit amongst all these crazy shonen people? Final Fight actually has their own shonen character. And you might have seen her from another crossover series, Maki.
Oh, right.
She is hot-blooded, and she wants to be the strongest ninja in the world. Outdo Guy, who became the head of her clan.
Seriously, though, what's with all these women not wearing pants? I forgot that this was the age of, no woman.
Yeah, I can't give a good answer to that. None of my answers would be good for that. But, yeah, having her run into these people who are also kind of doing the same thing, they want to be the strongest whatever in the world. But I would actually give some characters like her and Batsu, characters you don't see that often, actual kind of story arcs. Where after all stuff that happens in this game, she would not only want to be the strongest ninja, she would actually want to go after Chun-Li to be the strongest woman in the world. Because that title has never actually been disputed. even when Chun-Li loses. Which I always thought was weird. But yeah, she would want to be the strongest woman ninja in the world by being the strongest ninja and the strongest woman at the same time. Also, she would run into Strider, who'd be like real, like cordial to her. Only to find out in his ending, she's actually one of the first Striders in the future. Because Street Fighter V tied together Strider and Guy. They're ninja clans.
I see.
Yeah. She'll actually be a big deal, but she'll have to, work for it. But she wants to actually do the work.
Okay, so are we going to have a samurai versus ninja battle? So we're going to have the Shonen Jump samurais all come together against the Capcom ninjas?
Yes. No, maybe. Okay, but her super form, this is where I actually went a little crazy, because Final Fight never had, super forms. But I would actually have her using the moves from various ninjas from different Capcom games. Let's see, there's Kenshi from Red Earth, there's Sho from Captain Commando, there's Ibuki from Street Fighter 3. She would actually be learning their moves, actually becoming, a better ninja. Yeah.
Not bad.
It's just to show that she has the potential. Anywho, Saturday Night Slam Masters. This is another game that isn't around much, but it's in the same universe as Street Fighter because Hagar's in it.
Wrestling,
Okay.
correct?
So does this game also have poison then, or something like that?
Wait, what was that again?
I was asking if this game also has poison.
No.
No, this is a wrestling thing, I think.
Well,
Yes.
because poison was the person to deal with what's his face, the big
Hugo.
dude. Hugo.
Yeah.
And he's also
Hugo.
wrestling.
Yeah, she's Hugo's manager, and honestly, that would make way too much sense. It's like this series has mainly male characters, but there's one female who dresses up as a male so she can wrestle.
Okay.
It's a whole thing. But here's the thing: when I was saying about Maki going after Chun-Li,
You come quiet again.
You're
Sorry.
breaking up.
What I was saying before about Chun-Li being the strongest woman in the world, that whole title, and how it's never really challenged. Saturday Night Slam Masters has their own strongest wrestler in the world, Victor Ortega. And in a game where everybody's kind of slow and what's the word? Wrestlers, despite his size, he's actually quick. He's big like the Big Show, but he moves like Rey Mysterio.
How does he move his arms? Because it looks like there's not much mobility up there.
The power of video game. That's it. That's all. That's all I can say. He is the entire reason why the Slam Masters tournament was even made, because the main bad guy wanted to have a whole tournament so he could drag this man out of retirement to finally fight him and defeat him. And he has anti-air, he has fireballs, he has all the stuff that a wrestler should not have. He's really just that good. And the artwork in the game, not this was fan art, was made by the same person who drew Fist of the North Star.
Okay.
But I couldn't find good art for that, so I went with this. His super form would be title defense, because in the first game, after you beat the game, it's like that one Pokemon game where you're the champion, and after that you're just defending your title. You play through the game twice, but the second time around, you're champion. And he gets a defense boost, he gets super armor, he gets to be a better grappler in this crazy MVC style game.
Okay.
Okay, and he's out here to fight strong people. Again, he's coming out of retirement. He wants to, fight the best.
Okay. And then he suddenly fights what's that guy from Shonen Jump? Yeah, he fights Kenshiro. There we go.
He could.
He died.
Okay, for the record,
He's
Construct
already
can kill a
dead.
lot of people in this series. Stop saying that.
But it's true. As soon as he steps up to him, you are already dead.
Yeah, can't you just poke him in the chest with the fingers just to make the holes, and that's it.
Okay,
He then just blows up like the dudes in that they just expand and explode.
okay, if Zangief can have super armor in Street Fighter, this guy can do probably a bunch of crazy stuff. Since Zangief is not known as the strongest wrestler in the world, this guy is. Somehow,
Maybe Zangief is the strongest wrestler in the world.
he's never called in the game.
Right,
This guy is.
Zangief wrestles bears. He has an
Yeah.
excuse.
See all those scars on his chest? They're calloused. He can't feel a thing when he gets hit. Boom. Strongest wrestler in the world.
Apparently not, because
Okay.
this guy still is this. Anyway, we're moving on. Red Earth.
I knew
It's-
Red Earth was going to be in this, and that's only the dinosaur I'm talking about.
Right. Hauser.
Hauser, yeah.
Okay, wait, I gotta point this out. Like, Red Earth is like a weird game where it's kind of a beat 'em up, but it's also a fighting game. It's like it's a beat 'em up, but it's just bosses.
Yeah, I mean, either way, they were in that god awful Capcom versus game.
Yeah,
What was that game
Capcom
called?
Fighting Jam.
Yeah, Capcom Fighting
What?
Jam.
Oh no, or was it
It was
Evolution?
Evolution. It was one of them. It was just god awful. That's all we know.
It's terrible the other way. It's like, what were you thinking? But anyway,
Well, no, they didn't have a choice. They literally had 1 year to make the game, so they went cheap.
yeah, but God, it went that cheap. Like, okay, they had the same artwork from Morgan that they've had since, for 20 straight years, to the point where the much more refined art from Street Fighter 3, they put those sprites in, but downgraded them to match hers. Who would do that? That's actually insane.
We going out of here. Hey Zaf, how you going?
Anyway, since we're at all these close-up people, let's have some long range. Tessa,
Which one was Tessa again?
she was the witch.
Oh right, the witch. Yeah. I feel this is like a cheap one. It's like you have a game which has monsters, and we choose the one non-monster character.
Yeah, she's also the most popular one, so yeah.
I know, but
Plus-
it's like it feels like a cop out. It's like we can finally bring a monster in. The monster's not the choice. What?
Well,
We were at Dragon Cinderella, so
You mean
Sorry about it, homie.
Rathalos or Rathian? Whatever the hell.
no, the thing from Burn the Witch, like the bird monster thing. It's like,
Yeah,
it's
but
gigantic, but anyway,
That's a Shonen side. I'm talking Capcom side here.
we're getting to that. Anyway, Sonny, do you remember God Hand?
Oh, I
of course,
remember this.
of course I remember it. I still have it.
You still have it? Dude, stream it.
Yeah, maybe.
He has to get past Persona 5 Royale first, which is at least another like 95 hours of his life. If
You're not wrong.
Anywho, quite obviously, Gene the God Hand.
Yeah, I figured.
It's like,
Could have
why is he
gotten- what's
never-
his name? The Double Hand.
Nobody likes him. He doesn't even like him. Yes, I went there.
as long as his other hand doesn't become liquid, he's good.
What?
Neither of y'all recognize the Metal Gear Solid 2 reference?
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I got you.
his super forms of Leashing the God Hand, obviously. He has Kung Fu, he has all sorts of crazy nonsense. He's an asshole, but we love him.
Okay.
Anywho, Devil May Cry. It's
Dante.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Virgil or Sparta.
Wait. This is the wrong Dante. We have to get the Pit Dante from DMC Devil May Cry.
Leave. You're no longer a part of this podcast.
You're fired. But anyway,
Hey, if Capcom could give us bad box art Mega Man, they can give us bad box art Dante.
no, make the madness stop. But anyway, like, yeah, Dante's been in a MVC game before, but this would be DMC5 Dante, so he'd have whole new moves to play with. He'd have his chainsaw bike, he'd have his hat thing with his funky dance moves. It's whole thing with him. But
Honestly, I would have preferred from DMC the Virtual Son. I forgot his name.
oh, Nero.
Nero. And the reason why is because
Wait, hold on.
The hand. What?
Nero's Virgil's son?
Oh my god, spoilers! I'm sorry, I didn't realize you didn't play DMC5.
No.
My God, damn.
Oh, well,
No,
that's okay.
Well, wait,
Yeah, I can't-
well, did you play?
okay,
Actually,
I'm done.
Sonny,
Can't talk about DMC5 anymore then, because I would have described why I would have recommended Nero. Literally, I
Yeah.
would spoil everything DMC5 if I did. Okay, let's continue.
actually, question.
Yes.
Sonny, did you ever play DMC4?
I've seen gameplay of it, but I didn't play it.
You didn't play it. Okay, so I guess we won't go into too much detail, but Dante, I really did consider putting in Nero, for the exact reasons that you're thinking of, Drakon, but I don't know, personality wise, it's like Dante's just too good.
I know, but the reason why was because I wanted like a new generation. Because they always put Dante for everything, and I'm just like, 5 is handed over the buck. Like literally, the game is handed the buck from Dante to Nero, which is why I would have loved to first the fighting game do the same, hand the buck over, give it to Nero.
True, but honestly, I would just like to see just Dante meet all these crazy demon people and Shonen Jump just to see what he says to them.
You just want him to Michael Jackson, everyone. We know this. Let's continue.
I don't know why you
Don't
have a
listen
Shin
to
Megami
me, sir.
Tensei character in this.
Wait, what?
Okay, what?
So I don't know why this is a Shin Megami Tensei character.
Who Dante?
Okay, from
No,
Nocturne.
no. SMT Nocturne Dante is DMC 1 or DMC 2 Dante. This is
Oh.
DMC 5 Dante.
Yeah,
What if he's in the remake? Oh wait, Nocturne already came out.
He's not. The Nocturne remake has Raijo Kusunoa.
yeah. Anyway, Cyberbots.
I forgot.
This
about
does sound
Cyberbots.
familiar.
I've heard of it. I forgot about this.
Because the character from MVC was from Cyberbots.
It's the oh my god,
Jin
the-
Satsumi.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
Satsumi,
yeah.
yes. And his attack where the bot thing fires, yeah.
Yes, he has that. Yes, Blodia, and a giant arm just comes out of nowhere and just punches.
Yep, that's where Jin Satsumi was from.
Yep. And here's the thing: I honestly almost put in this other Cyberbots character, Devilot, because she's memeable, she's funnier, she's like their most popular character. But Blodia, the robot, is actually from another series in Capcom, Armor Warriors. So this character would cover 2 series at once.
Okay.
Okay, and his super form would actually be summoning Blodia itself and
Oh,
fighting as that.
I thought it'd be when he goes naked.
No, yes, probably didn't.
Yeah, because he has that naked power up form where like he loses all the clothes and he gets powered up.
No, that's a taunt. He goes gold when he powers up. That's different.
No, but does he lose his clothes when he goes gold?
No, he has a move, Dynamite, where all his armor just flies off and he's naked.
Okay.
And his taunt, he's rubbing. You know what? Forget it. Let's just move on.
Okay.
Okay. Darkstalkers.
Let me guess, Morgan.
It's either Morrigan or Felicia. Literally like the 2 most popular Darkstalkers guys I can think of.
That's Morgan.
Okay, we don't need to talk about it. Next.
Let's continue.
Yeah, her super form would be summoning Lilith to fight alongside her.
Always.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Literally, Morrigan is as vanilla as it gets at this point.
Leon Kennedy.
Or Resident Evil.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna take a twist here. It's gonna be Wesker. Called
I
it.
don't know.
Only because all these broken ass people. Yeah, we need a heavy hitter.
I mean,
And
you could have
Wesker
had
is a-
Jill. Jill has the same powers.
Jill does not have the same powers.
Close enough. She can move super fast. All the other jazz once Wesker amped her up.
Didn't that go away after that situation?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she got powered down afterwards.
The only other one I could think of, which would have been a good fit, but it's not in the fighting game yet, would be spoilers, the protagonist of the latest Resident Evil game.
Oh, Ethan. What's his
Ethan
face?
Winters.
Ethan
Yes.
Winters. Yeah.
You mean his hands? It was just his hands.
No, well, I mean, they have cutscenes with his full body, so you know what he looks like.
Ethan is
He's just a dude.
He's not just a dude. He's not just a dude.
Is anyone
He's a very
spoiling Resident Evil 8 here?
I know the full story.
Okay,
But
King, are you okay with me spoiling Resident Evil 8?
go for it.
hold on.
Okay, hold on.
Massive
One in the
spoilers.
chat. For anyone who is not doesn't want to hear this, mute yourselves for the next 2 minutes.
I'll let you know when you can listen in again.
Yeah. Giving a warning in 4, 3, 2, 1. Ethan is literally is it a mystic calling, whatever it is? Like, he's immortal.
Mold.
He's mold. He's mold.
The mole. And that is true. But when it comes to like fighting, he's not he's not a fighter. Like he uses guns. Like he knows how to use a gun, but he gets bodied a lot. Like they're seriously sitting there like, wow, Ethan, I can't believe you survived that.
Yes, but that's
he's
the
still
best thing
very
about
resilient. Exactly, he's super
He's
resilient.
very resilient. So he starts getting attacked. He gets attacked by stuff. He survives. That's what his capability is. He's mold. So he can take the hits and then dish back with guns and stuff.
It's like he got his hand cut off and then he just
And it regenerates because
ran.
he's mold. Literally, he regrows.
He didn't regenerate. He had to like find it, pour whatever liquid on it, and then it just reattached.
Yeah, but they have Chris Redfield in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, right? And
yes,
he's just a regular dude who's just kind of slightly buff.
They call him Aid calls him a boulder punching asshole.
Yeah,
well, that's
and they
exactly
also
what he
have
is.
They also have the guy from Dead Rising in that game as well, and
Which one?
he just does the camera.
Frank West.
That's it. Frank West.
Yeah. He's covered wars, you know.
He has. So that's why I say Ethan would have been a nice one for this, just because it's like, hey, you cut my arm off, put it back on. That hurt. Anyway, let's continue. A spoiler off.
His West's perform would be him overdosing and going all rabid and shit.
Yes.
Beautiful Joe.
Oh, let me guess. It's Joe.
Beautiful Joe. Super form is Mach speed.
I mean, we expect nothing less. Let's continue. It's beautiful, Joe.
Yeah. Dino Crisis.
We're gonna have to.
It's a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's probably the dinosaur.
No.
It's the chick.
Regina.
Okay.
It should have been Raptor number 2.
This is exactly why I went with her because okay, here's like other people, and then there's her. There are dinosaurs, but then there's her. It all comes back to her anyway.
So what is she gonna have attacks like Jill in MVC2, where suddenly random dinos will dodge the attack and attack the enemy? Is that what we're gonna do?
No, shut up. Anyway.
Worth.
No.
It's Phoenix, right? Let's just continue.
No.
It's Apollo. Holy crap.
No.
And this is a trash list already. 0 out of 10 would not play.
Go. I mean, at this point,
It's Maya. I'm literally going to end the stream.
No matter who it is, they're gonna lose anyway. It doesn't matter. Let's continue.
That's the one really fighting character that they have. Franziska von Karma.
She's still gonna lose when
Ending
the
the
first person
stream.
punches her.
Franziska von Karma. Phoenix Wright was in MVC3, and no one complained about that.
It's true.
He has less of a chance than her.
But this difference. So Phoenix Wright is a gag character. She is
Franziska.
not a gag character. She's more serious. Like, you wouldn't want to punch
She's
her.
a serious person, but it's played for a gag because
But
nobody
you
will
want to
actually
punch her.
allow a prosecutor to use a whip on everyone in the courtroom.
Fine.
Yes.
Go on.
Whips the judge.
Yes.
At this point, it doesn't matter who they
She
pick.
went for the victims.
They're gonna lose regardless. It's Phoenix Wright. Literally, if we wanted to give Kenshin someone to pity kill, here it is. Let's continue.
Superman would be perfect turnabout.
It doesn't matter. At this point,
Kind
it
of
doesn't matter. She doesn't have a super mode. She just gains like 15 whips and whips everyone. Let's say it like that.
15 whips.
Yeah, why not?
No, her
Anyway.
super mode is her laugh. That's what her super mode is. Let's just keep it real.
Anyway, Onimusha.
I remember this game.
Holy
This
crap.
French.
I couldn't find a better logo, so yeah, Onimusha Warlords, whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah, and it is Soki, the Blue Oni, and the guy who eventually killed Fortinbras, the devil.
Hey, it's the precursor to Monster Hunter. How you doing, Onimusha?
Yep. And he returned to his Onimusha form as a super mode.
Okay.
Yeah. Okami.
Oh, Amaterasu. Wonderful. That's
Yeah. And actually, Sonny, you played this, right?
I have not actually.
I beat this game. This game
You-
was broken
you-
back in the PS2 era.
Yep, and give me a moment. Let me look for the name.
Amaterasu. That's her name.
What's her name?
No, I know. Yeah, her name. I know that. I'm looking for her super mode name. Shiranui.
No,
'Cause-
she doesn't even need. No, you know what her super mode is? Pause screen, throw item bomb. That's more broken than her super mode.
Sorry, repeat that.
Pause screen, throw item bomb. That's all you do. Like literally, any boss in this game is weak against pausing the screen and throwing an item bomb. I beat the last boss in like 10 seconds by using item bombs to bring its health down to nothing and then use her for a final attack. That's the most broken part of Okami, the bombs, not even her powers.
Genuinely hilarious.
You know,
Okay, you know what? Screw it. She goes Shiranui. She can do that. She can just throw bombs. Fuck it.
throw bombs. There you go. I'm sorry. It is so broken in Okami. Like, if you wanted to have even a challenge in that game, don't use items.
Fair enough. Anyway, Sansan.
Never heard of this.
Did you play MVC 2?
Yes.
Then you know this person.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun Wukong.
Yeah.
Female version.
But her name is. She's Sansan the Third.
She took Goku's staff. I'll let her fight Kid Goku.
Pretty much. And well, did you ever see her transformation in the game?
Yeah, it's like some kind of giant monkey.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a super form.
Right, and against Goku Suzaru. There we go. We have the battle.
Pretty much. Power Stone.
Yeah, Power Stone. Ken?
No.
Show it. I forget
Yeah.
the character Power Stone.
Sonny, do you have any guesses?
No, I don't even remember Power Stone.
Okay, well, for
This is
Power
where we get
Stone,
Chunky finally.
Valgus,
I don't remember who this is.
Yeah, no.
the
Sorry,
final
bud.
boss for the first game, and they liked him enough to bring him back for the second game, even though he's still dead.
Why is he wearing a Philosopher's Stone around his neck?
It's a Power Stone.
Got it.
And he would turn in, and he would use his power chains to turn into whatever his Power Stone form is called. And yeah, he's another grapple character.
Okay.
He's a big evil dude. Anywho,
I mean, with the teeth that like that, of course he's evil.
yeah, but look at his eyes. There's fire on him.
Oh
Anywho,
no, that's just some scars from when he was a kid.
Sure. Anyway, I have to minimize it to move them. This is ridiculous. Plasma Sword.
Don't know
or
this
Star
one.
Gladiator. Did you play MVC 2?
Probably a character I don't know who it is. Is it what Captain Commando?
No. Captain Commando's from Captain Commando.
Again, a lot of the old Capcom games I don't know about in terms of name.
That's why I brought them in. But it's a character that's referenced in MVC 2.
Okay.
Black Hayato.
What's black about it? His pants?
Yeah, no one ever understood that name. But Hayato in MVC 2 is the dude with the lightsaber. This is evil him.
You sure he didn't come from rival schools?
No.
I mean,
He's from the future.
Nah, he came from rival schools. Let's not kid ourselves. He's a rival schools villain.
No. He's from the future. I swear.
Nah, that's rival school's villain. Don't lie to yourself.
Look, weird design aside, he's important and cool. I swear. Anyway. Oh, and his super form is his plasma field. He gets stronger. Anyway, Bionic Commando. Play that?
Oh, right. Remember this game. I'm dead wife in the arm.
Yes. And not him.
Really?
Is it the dead wife?
Really? It's not him or the dead wife. Because there's another character in the series that was in this game, and actually in all the games, and in a previous series that was actually called just Commando. And there was another one, I'm trying to remember what it was, but he was in that too. Super Joe. He is the guy, but with a gun. More
Okay.
guns.
He's
Lots
a
of
Duke
guns.
Nukem ripoff. I'll rather buy the Commando any day. Let's continue.
Wait, he's a what ripoff?
He's a Duke Nukem ripoff. Look at that face and glasses.
Oh, yes. Anyway. Oh, and his super form would be his final boss form from the Bionic Commando game, where it's a giant mech thing. It's called a Vulture. Anyway,
Okay.
Battle Circuit.
Never
might
heard
see
of
this
this
in the-
either.
Sunny,
Sorry, what?
have you heard of this game?
Battle Circuit? No.
Yeah. Okay. It's one of the games in the Capcom beat 'em up bundle. Probably never played that. That's fine. But pretty much group of mercenaries. They're out to save the world from an evil scientist who has an evil AI, and yeah. And Dragon, what you were saying about Felicia from Darkstalkers,
Okay.
this is the character that she's based off of. Yellow Iris.
Oh my god. Why does she have a yellow Eevee on her shoulders?
Because reasons?
Why does she cut her toenails?
Because she's a cat person. She uses them to
So-
kill people.
Sure, she does. Let's continue.
Yep. And she's a popular character, and she also wants to be a music star like Felicia is, like she really is Felicia, but before Felicia.
Come on, we know the truth. She just wants to be the very best, and no one ever was.
No, stop it.
I mean, she does have a Pika Eevee.
She
Or
has an
Eevee
Eevee.
Chew.
Literally, she's supposed to be the very best.
No, she has an Eevee. She's the Pikachu. Anyway,
Right, that's fine. Her name is Pikachu. You just nicknamed her. Congratulations, you played yourself.
no, I didn't.
Got
Damn
him.
you, Dragon. Anyway, Super Form would be her battle download. She would get more moves, and she would get stronger. Anyway, now
No,
Captain
no.
Commando.
No,
Captain
no.
Commando, shut up.
Wait, no, that's wrong. Her final, her super form is Raichu. That's what she evolves into. A Raichu.
Wait. You're jerks. You're both jerks. Oh my god, she has 4 toes in each foot. I just noticed that.
Let's go. I'm done ragging on this character.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so Captain Commando, his super move would be taking your children into time and not taking them back. Anyway,
He just fires that gigantic laser sword that he gets with the group.
yes. But also, what does he do? Wait a second. Oh, he'll have a weapon change. He'll just big bazooka. Screw it. Moving on. Cannon Spike. Have you ever heard of a Cannon Spike?
Nope.
No.
Sonny? Okay, so this is a game that I feel like they just said, screw it, let's just throw some shit together. They took a bunch of characters from different games. There was Charlie came from Street Fighter, there was BB Hood from Darkstalkers, there was Mega Man, there was Arthur from Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins,
Goblins.
Cool Goblins here.
giving them all roller skates and guns and just sending them out.
This sounds horrible.
Yeah, it sounds like crap. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Yes,
crap spike.
But they did have one character that was more or less original, but also a reference to the Aliens vs. Predator game that Capcom made, but can never use again because of licensing. Simone. Yes,
Her
there was a
art
character.
style reminds me of Guardian Heroes.
Never heard of it, but I will believe you. And Yeah, one of the characters that Capcom just doesn't stop referencing is Lin Kurosawa from Alien vs Predator. Because she was a badass, she had guns, she was killing aliens left and right. But they couldn't bring her back, but she could be in in Street Fighter, she was always in Ken's stage in the back, in the pool. Or
Of
hanging out at
course
the party.
he's in the pool.
But I would say, the idea is that someone might be related to her because she's a reference. I would say, screw it. Her last name's Kurosawa. They're cousins. Fuck it.
Okay.
And her super form is fighting like Lin, using guns and bombs and such. And the ending, they actually do hang out. And she's like, "Oh yeah, sure. You fought aliens. Sure. I totally believe that." Anyway.
Okay, so
and she would also be in roller skates.
I'm just like, aside from Asura and possibly Dante,
Everybody's gonna die. So
yeah, I'm thinking of like, aside from Asura and possibly Dante, I'm not seeing a powerhouse here to really counter the Shonen people.
but at the same time, these same characters did fight Galactus at one point in MVC3.
Yes.
So
Here's
Yes,
what.
Phoenix Wright
we can't exactly say, hey, you're not going to be able to survive against this person or that person, because
Cool.
the series
So
doesn't really make
we got
sense.
a monster here, Rathalos. I mean, what else is it going to be?
Well, not Rathalos, as it turns out. And
Rathalos
don't
is
get me wrong,
literally on the icon. How is it not Rathalos?
because Rathalos is too obvious.
That's what you pick.
No, it isn't. I'm going with somebody else.
Wait,
Someone's a lot more vicious.
It's the
because-
dinosaur one. Oh god, what's his name? You know what? If it's not
Dinosaur one.
Rathalos,
There's like 20 of them.
it better be Beetlejuice. If it's not the dinosaurs, I need B-22 Bomber because he's a scumbag. See, if it's not Rathalos, you better bring in scumbag.
How is he a scumbag?
What do you mean? He always just suddenly pops into battles when you find someone else and just like bombs everything. He's literally the scumbag of the Monster Hunter universe.
I did not know this.
Oh yeah, you never in World when you were randomly fighting someone, you never see a random beetle just show up in the way to start bombing everything.
Unfortunately, due to money, I didn't play World.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, no. That's why he got his name B-22 Bomber, because he literally just flies over and just drops a whole bunch of these things on the ground and it blows up.
And honestly, for Monster Hunter, this was difficult. I had 20 different options.
No, there's always only one. It's Rathalos. Literally, Rathalos is the poster child of Monster Hunter.
True, but here's the thing. Like you said, we need powerhouses. And Rathalos, in spite of everything about Rathalos, is not an Elder Dragon, the strongest class of monster in the series.
We doing scumbag one, Nergigante?
No. I considered it. I really considered it, but no. We're going to somebody who's actually been around a lot longer than Nergigante.
Okay. Is it Kirin?
Devil Joe.
Oh, Devil Joe. Okay, but he's not Elder Dragon though.
He's Elder Dragon level.
Yeah, but he's not an Elder Dragon. You just said Elder Dragon. I'm like,
I just said he's Elder Dragon level. He's actually right up there with him. He's not Elder Dragon quotations, but he is on their level. Just like what's his name, Rajang. Just like the elephant one, the really big elephant one. There's a whole class of monsters that are on the level of Elder Dragons, but aren't really considered like them because they're not ending the world or whatever. But Devil Joe literally changed the ecosystem of every area he goes to because he just devours everything. He's a hungry Hulk. That's what he is. Plus, as you can see, he's based off a dinosaur. And Regina, there weren't any other dinosaurs on the Shonen Jump side. You had to put something. And Devil Joe is the best of the bunch.
You know the sad part is Devil Joe's probably going to lose so quickly to Toriko. They're just going to cut him up for food. I feel so bad for Devil Joe.
I would think that Devil Joe would try to just pretty much eat everybody and work his way up. But he would also have. Actually, I don't remember what the video said, but it was like he gets enraged. He just loses any sense of everything. It's all just agony and hunger to him.
Like I said, he's going to be like, Toriko guy's gonna be like food. Devil Joe looks suddenly he's made into sushi. That's it. He's done.
Honestly, those two are trying to eat each other. That's just how it would go. Like Devil Joe doesn't really kill his prey first. He just pulls them down and just starts eating them alive. That's just what Devil Joe does.
Like I said, the Monster Hunter monsters don't really have that kind of power level. Not against the Shonen Jump characters. That's why I'm like, Toriko, some of the stuff that they fight for food.
Honestly, lore-wise, they kind of do. Like I considered putting in Fatalis.
Only because Fatalis over Devil Joe. Fatalis would have been a much bigger threat.
Yes, but I'll actually get to why I didn't put Fatalis in. Trust me, it'll be a show. So, Breath of Fire, a series that is near and dear to my heart, and unfortunately doesn't really get all the love, especially after Breath of Fire 6, which is for the mobile game and was trash.
Well, no, okay. Let's be real here. Breath of Fire 5 is what destroyed the franchise first.
Oh, you mean Dragon Quarter?
Yeah, that destroyed the franchise first. The fact that the main mechanic of the game can kill you wrecked an entire franchise.
Yeah, I heard about that, and that was just silly.
Yeah.
So
we know who it's going to be. It's going to be the protagonist. It has to be. Literally, he has a dragon form.
No, only because the main protagonist's name is Ryu, and we already have a Ryu.
That doesn't mean Jack. I'm sorry.
Does. It does.
No.
Because we have somebody else.
Study end the stream. If Ryu's not the fifth Breath of Fire, this is a crappy list. End the stream right here.
Shut your word mouth, sir.
No,
we are going to go with Faolu.
No, end the stream.
For Breath of Fire 4.
No, end the stream.
He is the other protagonist of Breath of Fire 4. He does everything that Ryu does, and he is an evil dragon god. There's your powerhouse.
No, Ryu. No, end the stream right here. I don't care crap about this wannabe Ryu. It's Ryu as bust.
Ryu wants to be him. He's the original. Ryu split off from him. He's the final boss. He could have been set up for everybody in a PG-13 in a PG-13 game. He could have been his head.
No.
His form turning into a dragon. Eat it is Faolu. Moving on. Dark Watch.
It's Ryu. It's Ryu. I'm done. See you in 2 weeks, guys. I'm out. Bye.
Bye.
Are you really leaving?
No, of course not. I'm just having fun here. Let's continue.
No, but seriously, Faolu is a powerhouse.
You still going on about it?
Yes, I am. I was being really interrupted. He's a powerhouse. He'll fit. He can fight Goku just fine. He was going to end the world. Luckily, they stopped him. Moving on. Dark Watch. Have you ever heard of this series? Well,
sounds
not
familiar,
series,
but I don't know. I don't know the characters. So
wait, I just realized we haven't shown. Oh my god, what's that game called? Let's continue. I'll remember it when we keep going through.
Okay. So, Dark Watch. It's a game about cowboys and vampires.
Okay.
And we're going to use the protagonist, Jericho Cross.
Wow.
Man, this guy.
He's so grimdark.
Yeah, literally, he's like grim. Like he came from Warhammer 40k. That's literally what he did. Just came from Warhammer 40k, and that's it.
I can't dispute that. And
oh no, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me so much of 90s comics Spawn. You want me as grimdark as hell? This is what you look like.
You are not wrong. It is from the 90s, or at least around there, and he doesn't talk much, but he's a powerhouse in his own right. And one of the things about the game is that you have to choose if he's going to be like good vampire or evil vampire.
So he's Blaine, kind of.
Kind of. And what is going to do with him? Oh, Supermo's going to be Blood Frenzy. He's going to drop the guns, just go ham on you. Pretty much.
Wait, Dark Watch. Didn't you play that on stream once?
No.
Okay, well, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
They could have had a movie, but development hell. It just didn't happen.
Okay. A lot of vampire movies sadly don't do that well.
Yeah. Anywho, this is actually where we get to a character that's actually originally from the Capcom Versus series, because it's its own thing.
Okay.
And this is something that you actually mentioned. Well, Draco mentioned to me like a while back when I first told him the idea, and the whole one character per franchise. Because there was a character who is a staple, but with another character there couldn't be in. So this is me pretty much cheating. From the Versus series, Shadow Lady.
Oh, Chun-Li.
Chun-Li.
No, it's not Chun-Li.
It's
Also, yes.
Sir,
I know.
it's Black Chun-Li.
She's not black.
Sir.
She's
Hey,
dark Chun-Li.
Oh,
She's
excuse
dark.
me. She's
She's an android, but yeah.
Chun-Li Black.
Yes.
Yeah, Chun-Li black. So this will fight Goku black then. We're good.
Oh boy. It's kind of same as Chun-Li, but with electricity and missiles and drills and her infinite kick.
I mean, this
And-
character hasn't shown up since what, MVC 2?
MVC
one?
1, but
Yeah.
yes, but she also had it was like a temporary event. It was like a 1-day thing for Street Fighter 5 where you could fight her, and she will use all of her moves and all of her gameplay from MVC, air combos included. She was a nightmare.
Okay. I was thinking if we're doing originals, we'll possibly like what, Onslaught is an original?
No, Onslaught's from Marvel.
Oh yeah, he is from Marvel. What am I thinking Capcom for? Never mind. Let's continue.
Yeah, I wanted to use Ruby Heart, but it's a Versus series. We need a Chun-Li. So, yeah, we're using her. It was either her or Tong Poo from Strider. No one even knows who that is.
That name does the song right.
Tongue too.
But that's her name. That is her name. Anyway, Mega Man. This was difficult.
Oh,
No,
Why-
no,
why boo?
okay. If we do Mega Man, it has to be bad box art Mega Man. There's no context.
No! Stop bringing that up.
What do you
Proto
mean?
Man.
Capcom chose that.
No.
Capcom made a game, Street Fighter Cross. Is it Street Fighter Cross Tekken? No, Street Fighter Cross Tekken. It's what was that game?
No. Actually, yeah, it was Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
That had bad box art Mega Man. I mean, they picked him as the de facto Mega Man for their franchise. How can we deny?
Because that was because people kept clamoring for a Mega Man character, and they were like, you know what? Screw you guys. Here's the worst Mega Man of them all.
That's why we have to pick the worst Mega Man of them all as well. Bad box art Mega Man. It's all Capcom's fault.
This one
No.
is X-Man.
No.
Proto Man.
It's going to be
No.
Zero or it's going to be
Batman.
Mega Man ZX.
No, it's Dr.
No.
Wily.
Okay, first of all, ZX, I hated what they did in that series. Like they ended on a big plot twist.
Oh yeah, no,
And I
don't
was-
get me wrong.
Wait, which
I'm
one
not
is
trying
ZX? Is that the one where they jack in?
No.
No. ZX is the one.
I'll never
where,
remember the game.
It's an original game. Basically, ZX is where Mega Man has the ability to both himself and Zero in the same character, so he can switch
Yeah.
between the Z form and the X form. So they call it Mega Man ZX.
Right. And then they had ZX Advent, where you remember Axel from Mega Man X? It's a character that can do the copy mode like he does.
I know who it's gonna be. It's that villain who's like a virus kind of thing. Omega, whatever the hell it's called. It's
Oh, you mean Omega Zero?
Omega Zero, whatever the hell it's called. I know he's appeared in versus games before.
Oh no. Well, no, are you talking about Sigma?
Sigma, there we go. Yeah, we go. Sigma. I'm
Right.
thinking it's Sigma.
No, not him.
Wow, surprise. So okay, so we've called off. So it's not Mega Man X. It's not Zero. It's not Proto Man. It's not Sigma. It's not Mega Man ZX. The only ones I got to think of is the Mega Man from the PlayStation games with Tron Bon. I forgot what that one was called.
That's Mega Man
Legends.
Legends Mega Man.
No, it's Roll. It's Roll,
Ew,
isn't it?
No,
Okay, cool.
get out! Get out! You're fired, Sonny.
Fire me. This is my podcast.
Is it Tron Bon?
No,
Okay, thank God.
I like her too, but no. I should.
Tron
No, I don't hate Tron Bon. I
Really?
just don't want her.
We hate Tron Bon. I'm speaking for
What
all
do you
of
mean
us
we? Don't
We.
put me doing nonsense. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I looked around to see like, okay, who does the fandom consider to be the most popular Mega Man character? And then I actually found the list, and I had a big old smile on my face because I know exactly who this is. In fact, we might all do. from Mega Man Battle Network, Base.
I'm leaving.
Oh, yeah,
People love him.
yeah, because they played GBA a lot. That's why.
Yep. And super form would be the Beast Cross from Battle Network 6.
I mean, at this point, I would have said Sigma, but it's fine.
Sigma already had his time, and honestly, I think this version of Base would actually be stronger than him. Like, it's like by the time the anime ended, like Base was actually doing pretty well. Like, he actually went after somebody who beat him before. Like went after this person specifically, and was like, "Hey, guess what? That movie that happened, it's canon." And then and he unleashes like the power that he absorbed from that boss, and just murders this person and absorbs them. And he's like, "I'm coming after you next, you little blue shit." And then he leaves, and that's like the final episode.
Okay.
So stuff happens. He gets an android body, and he gets all of his powers, and he's just out in the world. And his gameplay, he'd also have an item stealing move, like with well, you remember Rogue from MVC, and how could you get buffs and steal attacks? He can do that too. He can do the Kamehameha. He can do the Spirit Gun. He can do Bungee Gum. He can do like he can change his fighting style depending on who he fights.
Wait, what's Bungee Gum again?
That's Hisoka's power.
From Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I've never watched it or read it.
Okay,
You might
so
like it.
basically, it's an ability where he touches you. It leaves a sticky substance where he touches you, and he's able.
Oh,
to
that's gross. Okay, never mind. And it's Hisoka's power, right? Okay.
Just to sum it up, it has the properties of both rubber and gum.
It's literally like he sticks you a bubble gum, and he's able to pull or push you away with the power of it.
Yeah. But he's actually like very, very smart with it. Like it's like, oh, on paper this power shouldn't be that good, but he's clever with it.
Yeah, he has very inventive ways of using his power, which I like. That's why one thing I like Hunter x Hunter for. Hunter x Hunter has the most interesting power system I find of a lot of shonen. Hunter x Hunter goes like this: the ability is called Nen. Nen varies per person. No two people have the exact same Nen ability. But Nen has the capability of the more linear and restrictive you want something to be, the more powerful it becomes. So so like for example, there's this one character who hates this one group called the Spiders. He restricts his entire strongest ability to be in this can insta kill any one of the characters of this specific group, and that's the only thing it works on. And if I target anyone that isn't a member of that group, it kills me instead. It's the most
Yeah.
powerful chain ever created, and it's like an insta kill for the group. That's why Nen is interesting. It basically it converts your will into the form of an ability. The more you're willing to sacrifice, the strong and the more restrictive you make it, the stronger it becomes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Mega Man Base. Moving on.
Okay.
This is where
Sengoku Basara. Wow.
Yeah, this is where we have to be like friggin' finally, because for some reason Capcom never put them in a crossover. But I was hesitant at first until I saw that mobile game Teppen, which is a Capcom crossover. They put Oichi from Sengoku Basara in it,
I mean,
and if she can be in that game, all bets are off.
so we were doing Oda Nobunaga.
You would think so, but no. Like the trailer would be like, oh, you see whoever gameplay and all that stuff, but then the screen would go black, and you would hear in perfect English, "Are you ready, guys?"
Oh, good God.
And he would show up. Date Masamune on his horse, riding his horse with his arm crossed, because that's a thing he can do. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what's your problem with him?
It's not that I have a problem with him. I'm just tired of him. That's just how it is. It's okay.
You see him too much?
Yeah, let's just continue.
It's like all the joy just left your life. We saw him.
Because like every time someone mentions Basara, it's literally Date Masamune who they always reference, and I just get like, yeah, okay. Well, why do I explore anything else?
Okay, well, for the sake of argument, who would you rather have?
Oda Nobunaga. Literally, that's why I mentioned it.
Because of his guns.
Yes. We need more ranged characters on the Capcom side.
Of course. Anyway, finally,
That's what I was thinking of Dragon's Dogma. I forgot the name of this whole thing until thank you for bringing it up.
you are welcome. And I was looking at the games that were like the highest selling for Capcom. I saw this. I was like, ooh, let me look up some stuff. And I was sitting there like, this is interesting stuff. Like what? It's like I was surprised I never heard of this
You never
before I
heard
You
started
Dragon's
doing
never
this.
heard of
Dogma?
it?
This was so popular when it came out.
I'm
This was
not,
literally the precursor to Dark Souls in terms of like a story base. I mean, it was more fantasy like a Dragon Age or stuff, but the difficulty of it was more of a Dark Souls esque.
right. And I don't know, like I might have heard of it in passing, but I never like actually like really looked into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I hear they're making a sequel.
Yeah,
Like it's like don't quote me on it, but I hear they're making Dragon Dogma 2.
nice. I would
So
say this now. If you've never played this game, I recommend you play this game. This game is definitely a hidden gem of Capcom's library.
fair enough. All right. And for its character, we already had a giant character for Shonen. So Grigori, the Red
Mm.
Dragon himself.
You know, this funny part is, I would have much rather you pick the pawns from Dragon Dogma, and here's why. The Dragon's Dogma is that one franchise where we could put in our me fighter from Smash Brothers. You have a pawn who's able to be customizable, and he's just that wild card character, and that's what I think I would have loved that as the pick for this. But don't get me wrong, this is the obvious pick for it anyway.
Right. Like it was either him or from Dark Arisen, Damon.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I like him more. It's like I watch his cutscenes and I'm like, my God, it's like you would love to just live in an ocean of his voice.
Yeah, no, he's great, and I mean that's why I said. But the only reason I would have picked the pawns is just for that versatility. Have that wild card character that just can be modified at will before a battle starts. So it just feels like you basically customize the character based on, oh, you want to be ranged melee magic, you want XYZ weapons, and you just customize the character to suit. I would love that, but yeah, Dragon is still great.
Right. And actually, he's the reason why I didn't put in Fatalis. Because Grigori is basically Fatalis, but bigger with a much better story. And he can, talk. Like, fun fact, the voice of Yaldabaoth from Persona 5, that's him.
You know what? It's fine. I like this character. I'm perfectly fine with this choice. But for the Monster Hunter, I would have said Nergigante. Just for the scumbag and choose Nergigante.
Yeah. Like honestly, like for the longest time it was Norgigante, but I was really looking around to see if there was anybody that could be a better fit. And considering how many characters on the Shonen Jump side have fought dinosaurs before, I don't know. It's like Devil Joe just for me fits better.
Understood. That's fine. Like I said, Devil Jew's going to end up against Toriko, and he's just going to be turned into food. I'm calling it already.
Let's see, it was either going to be Devil Joe, Rajang, um, one of the other Black Dragons, if I remember, like Altreon, I think it is. I was really like digging deep trying to like really pick a good character, but Devil Joe just fits.
Actually, you know which would have been an interesting character only because the game just came out. If you were doing thing, and it is a Rathalos with Wings of Ruin Rathalos from
Rings of Ruin Rathalos.
Monster Hunter Stories 2 Rings of Ruin.
I haven't
It
looked
is
at that game. I was like,
literally the reason why I would have recommended it because it's literally a Rathalos who has it has wings which are just pure darkness wings that it has the history that it's meant to bring disaster to the world.
interesting.
Although I'm just going to leave it as that because I don't want to spoil plot points for anyone who hasn't played Wings of Ruin yet.
Okay. Okay. So that is our 64 characters.
Okay,
And
so my question is here is this: who is the unique final boss of this game of this versus?
yes, the final boss. Mercy me, I almost forgot. No, so I actually forgot. Anyway, what we were talking about like Nen and Monster Hunter and whatever. But anyway, for a while, like for actually a long while, it was actually going to be a character from, I don't know if you played this game, Tech Romancer. It's like a
Never
giant
heard
mech
of it.
thing. Yeah, it was going to be like my little screw you to Chunjum for letting go of Mazinger Z. Like, hey, I'm going to throw in the biggest evil robot final boss that Capcom has, Goldibus. Oddly, no. I actually found somebody who's a better fit because it actually has the distinction of somehow being property of Capcom and Shueisha, the company that owns Shonen Jump.
Okay. Who is it?
One second.
Let's see this character.
1 second. From Geist Crutcher God, Chaos. Remember the
Yeah,
title being All-Star Chaos? Ah, see what I
Yeah.
did there?
that works.
Yes, he is a giant golden, not golden, crystal thing. And pretty much it's the thing tying all the worlds together. It's why everybody's fighting each other. Most of the characters want to take them out. Other characters want to use them or eat them or blah, blah, blah. Take this out, the world is saved. All the worlds are saved.
Except for Asura's, because his world's always wrecked.
Well, Sora's already dead, so anyway. See, that's how you do it, Sonny. That's how you do that joke.
Do what joke? I wasn't listening.
He's already... Never mind.
Oh,
Damn it.
okay. So,
You
are
guys
we
suck.
gonna?
Y'all suck and you know it.
Okay, so are we going to randomize the list for next one to see who fights who?
No,
Actually-
we're not doing a tournament.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not the whole thing. Like, this is going to be like a big one and done podcast. But gameplay wise, there's one other thing I wanted to do. You see, something that's actually been happening in the old MVC games, but also in some of the Shonen games, is the ability to actually call a character who isn't playable and able to actually send them out as an assist character. Like Marvel vs. Capcom, the one with Onslaught, you could do that. Like that game had Thor before he actually was playable. Same thing with what else was in that game? Friggin' Anita from Darkstalkers and Roll. Like it actually lets us expand the roster to as much as we want. So every character that you say you want in the game, they can actually be there. You can actually call Bison just to anti-air from the sky with his Bison stomp. He could just
Okay.
show up, laugh, and disappear. But also, there would be the option of choosing the move that your assist has. For example, Vegeta. Would you rather he do the Gallic Gun? Would you rather he do the Final Flash? Would you rather he just go Super Saiyan Blue and just go ham on the enemy? You have that option. Just to you can see the name of the assist that your opponent chooses, but you won't know what the move is. So you have to be on your toes. But also, depending on what you choose, you could actually have a crossover super where you can actually have either the two characters from opposite sides, Capcom and Shonen Jump doing a move together. Goku and Ryu doing the Kamehameha Hadoken or whatever, or Dio and Beautiful Joe just punching it up or whatever. You can actually have the assist. I know. Look, it's all the top of my head. Deal with it. So you can have an assist character do a super move with a playable character. For example, you could have Maki and Guy come in, do crazy ninjutsu shit, and then end with an Azuna drop, which is like a staple ninja move, and just power drive the enemy into the ground before he vanishes.
So,
Or-
quick thing. I'm assuming
Yes.
that this game is a 1v1 then.
Actually, it's a tag team. It's 2v2 plus an assist character.
So then you're gonna have a whole separate list of assist characters that are separate from the main cast.
I do not have a list for that. Pretty much whatever you could think of, it's in. I'm not going to go that hard on this.
That's too many. Good lord, that's too many. Because then you'd be like, yeah, we have like 1,000 assists. What?
And
I would
choose,
recommend
you choose
one to
one.
two max from each series and limit it to that. 1 to 2 max from each franchise. I think that's a safer bet.
If it's 1 to 2 max from each series,
That leaves so many out.
It does.
I don't care about it leaving them out, but the amount of assist characters you have to be searching through. It's already 64 characters. So
Yeah.
now we have 128 assist characters.
Well, no. I think what they would do to make it easier is that you're limited to the assist characters of the characters you picked. So so since it's a 2v2, you're limited to either 2 to 4 assist characters to pick from. So it's not to say you have to go through a whole list. You're literally limited by the series itself that you're picking.
That's fair.
I think that's a better option. Just limited to 1 to 2 per franchise. So if you have Goku, be Vegeta, and Frieza as the 2 assist characters, that you pick one or the other if you want to, and then whoever the other character is, you pick 1 or 2 from there. And I think that works better as an assist system. If that works for you, King.
It's like okay, I see your points, but it actually I like the idea that okay, a person who wants to use Batsu and Asura can use Vegeta as well, or something like
Then
that.
that just
Like
makes
it's
it
like
too confusing. Like literally, then you have to go through 60 something assists alone as well to pick one. It's like at that point you get into Mugen territory of nothing's balanced and the matchups don't matter. Literally, where it reaches.
I've played Mugen. I'm aware of what you're talking about.
Yeah. So
It used to be my life.
that's my only concern with not restricting and how I think of it is that this is also probably a great way to balance characters. The weaker characters have the stronger assists in terms of what they can do. So then battle. So say like, oh, this character in the case is like a C or a D in terms of what he can do. Their assists are like a B or an A, so it balances them that way.
Hmm.
Me.
I'm trying to think of like a way to like really look like I got to quickly go through 128 characters to pick out the one you want, but can't think of one.
Yeah, no. Trust me, what I'm saying is that I like what your concept. I really do. My only concern is that at a certain point, too much becomes too much, and it just becomes like a hassle. So, like, imagine you saying, "Oh, you could pick anyone," and then you pick your 2 cards, and you're like, "Well, let's have one person over there who's a scumbag who feels like he wants to cycle through thousands of characters before he picks an assist." Then you're like, "Come on, guy, no." At that point, you much rather just have each person have 1 to 2 tops, and then you know it's only going to be 4 choices they have tops out of the list that they can pick from based on the characters they picked.
Kind of boring, but fine. All right, but okay. Okay. Actually, no. Here's a compromise. They could pick a different character, not on their list of assists, from someone else's list. Only if they have like a special move with them.
That's still going to add to the confusion factor because then you got to say, okay, who has special with
It's like
who?
it's like one more character.
No,
Instead of 2, it's 3, and it's not any extra characters.
yeah, but then you go from it being 128 assists to 256 assists.
It has a 256.
It's free, isn't it? Sorry, no, 250. I want to say 64, 128, 192, 192. My mistake. I was going 1 level too high. So
No, no,
192.
no, no. It's what you were saying. It's you have 2 characters that you choose, and of those 2, you can choose the 2 that like the 2 assists that they have, but also one of them could choose another character. So it's like for the characters you choose, you have a max of 6 options
So how
for assist
okay.
characters.
So how are the other 2 going to be picked? Is it random?
It's not random. It's like okay, here's an example. You pick Captain Commando and you pick Naruto as your playables.
Okay.
You can either have Sakura, Sasuke, Sho or Genity that you see on screen, the ninja and the
Okay.
merc with the backwards hat
Okay.
and mummy. What the fuck? Anyway, or I'm just looking at it now. It's like what? It's like for years I've seen this character. I've never noticed. Like, wow, you're really weird. But
Aside from the baby
yeah,
and a mech, right?
yes, you can choose from those four, or you can choose. Let's see, where are we going? What's her name? Yellow Iris, the playable from Battle Circuit, because she would have a special move with Capcom Commando.
But then that punishes characters that don't have specials with other characters. Then that's where the balance falls through. Like that now you go like the divorce from Dragon's Dogma. Does he have a special with anyone?
No, giant
So
characters would have special with anybody.
so that just makes it a bit more unfair in that case, where some characters will guarantee to not get an extra fifth or sixth slot because they don't have specials with others, and some characters have too many team ups like Ryu, and it's like, God, Ryu, stop! He had too many games.
Well, that's what you're saying. Like, it's like we limit it to just the two, like just two people that Ryu would have.
Yeah, no, well,
Ken
no.
and
The third and fourth choice becomes a problem because then you say they it's someone who they've had a special with of the roster, and we can tell that there've been a lot of team ups, especially in the Capcom end, with games and stuff, with them having multiple team ups together, so it becomes a cluster to then decide who that extra ones would be. Thanks for the lurk group, Leah Pluridon.
Oh, thanks, Leah.
thank you, Leah. Hmm.
That's just trust me. It sounds good on paper. It's just the confusion factor of having to make that work for 64 characters then becomes like this extra nightmare in designing. So just asking it just to be like only two choices based on their franchise's assists just makes it a much easier pick of how to balance it off.
Wait, actually, like, how many assists does a Smash have?
Smash doesn't have okay.
There are
Well, the assist
statues that you
trophies.
pick up.
Yeah, but
There are tons of them.
they just
There are
give
tons.
like one or two powers. Are we talking assist in the form of power ups, or are we talking assist in the form of they jump on the field and do something?
He's
They
talking
jump on
about
the
they jump
field
on
and
the
do
field.
something.
And yeah, that's different from what Smash has. Smash assists are they can give
Trophies.
you a specific bonus or something based on what their ability is, or they give a specific ability in battle, but they don't actively come onto the field and wreck shit up, with maybe one or two exceptions.
Wait. So they don't have like the Pokeballs anymore?
They do.
Well, okay, you mean items then? That's different.
The items are things that randomly hit the field, and you can turn that setting off, actually.
So if you mean items, then that means anyone can use them in the battle itself, and not just the one person.
Yeah, but like, how many of those are there?
A lot. Oh God, there's a lot.
We're not listing all of those, and it's a
Fine,
different.
We're no listing those.
Not to mention like Smash. The reason why Smash can do that is because the actual fighting concept of Smash itself is not as in depth as like a versus game.
Yeah, this is a battle royale, so to speak. Like a bunch of people just duke it out, or it could just be one on one, but they're still duking it out with a bunch of lives.
Hmm.
This one seems like it would be a
Like an MVC. It feels like
Yeah.
an MVC basically.
Yes, it would be MVC.
Yeah. So in that case, then assists become a bit problematic. Like the other compromise I can think of is just having your second character be the extra third assist you can pick. Like what Dragon Ball Fighters does, or even MVC does that as well, where your secondary characters become assists as well.
Oh, just for the record, you'd only have like two assists during a fight, like your secondary character and the non-playable one.
Yeah. So that's how it would work. And then the choice of the non-playable one can be of up to 4 choices based on each series having 2 non-playables.
So it'd be like, okay, you have a team of Goku and Ryu, and then you can choose either
So it'd be then your non-playable
Vegeta.
would be like Vegeta, Frieza, Ken, Akuma. Would be your or like Ken Chung or something like that, and those would be your four non-playables to pick for your second assist.
Yeah, and we just limited, and we just limited like that.
Yes, because unfortunately, there's too many characters that can be put as assists, and you don't want to scroll through a massive list of characters to pick. So you just give two from each franchise and be like, here, you pick from these two or these two because that's your that's your two characters on your team.
Fine, but I still like the idea of when you choose that assist. Hang on, just to be sure, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so just to be sure, each move that you could pick for the assist would like do a different thing. Like, for example, Gallic Gun from Vegeta would be an anti-air. Final Flash would be like a straightforward, like a Shiku Hadouken kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Super Saiyan Blue would be just him, just going in, punching it up, and then leaving.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That they do that concept in well, DBZ Fighters now has it because they implemented it, but I believe MVC Infinite has that, where it's basically which direction plus when you do the assist will determine which of their moves they will use. So they have like up to 4 pre-generated moves, and depending on what direction you press, plus the when you call them in will determine which of their moves they use. That's perfectly fine.
It's a compromise. I can live with it.
Yeah, no. They have games that do that. Like Fighters does that now, where you can have a character have like up like three different assist moves based on which direction you push, plus when you do the assist button. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay, so and I guess for the nostalgia of it all, for Captain Commando, we'll have it that like the Commando team that you see on screen, the assist could be any one of them. Like, hear me out. One, it's like when you're selecting them, his assist is either his arch nemesis Scumicide, stupid name, but yeah, or Commando team, and you can either pick the anti-air Genity, the straightforward
Okay,
Hoover,
let's
baby.
compromise on that. It's random. He can't pick which one. Either that or each of them is set to one of the directions. So if you want to put all four,
Pretty much, yeah.
there's each direction will be one of them. So this way you have all four, but it's going to be comparable to like one character having 4 different moves. This case will be 4 characters with 1 move. I'm fine with that.
I guess, but it's like how we played in MVC. Like each character only did one thing when they just came out.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So each of them would be 1 move, would be 4 characters, whereas every other assist would be as one character only, but it has 4 different assists based on which direction you press.
I'm pretty sure we're agreeing with each other, so
Yes,
cool.
yes,
Anyway,
we are.
it's like I feel like we're saying the same thing, but we're
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying yes, I agree with you.
okay. Wonderful. Anyway, another one would be Asta and Yami from Black Clover, and then there's these two. Oh, use your imagination for that. It's Attorney. Whatever you're thinking of, you're probably right.
You know what? For Ace Attorney, one of them just needs to be the assist. Is that she just whips the judge out in front to take that hit. The judge is like, objection. He just gets hit.
Sure. And this one, well, yeah, Goku and Vegeta are beating the hell out of you, and then they do their famous beam clash with the enemy character in the center of it.
Oh, okay.
Pretty
So
simple.
you're looking at assist specials now. That's a bit different.
Yes, it's like the assist system. We already discussed that. Now it's just the assist supers.
Okay, I mean, then each assist will have 1 super with the character, but I mean, then what you're gonna have to do then is gonna be then you have to tweak this a bit because then they will have a single super which is them by themselves. So say for example, the character that they're with isn't on the map, then they won't have that super come out.
Well, yeah.
So
Like
then the
I'm
next
how I'm
question
thinking it
is
would work.
so then the next question is this: so if that character is dead, so then the assist loses that assist super. Then
Exactly.
okay, I'm fine with that.
Right. So if Goku is defeated, then the other character can still use Vegeta, but they can't use the Super Vegeta Goku move thing. Pretty much. Okay. Lin Kurosawa and Simone, they would do something from their games. Cannon Spike and Alien vs. Predator, but we can't say Alien vs. Predator because of licensing. So, yeah. Oh. We found it somewhere. I have no idea where. But yeah, I was thinking of like having, well, the double Raging Demon. Okay. Oh, and that's the other character I was thinking of adding instead of Itadori for Jujutsu Kaisen. Satoru Gojo, the strongest whatever in their world. He might be too broken, but whatever. And that's Strider and Tung Pu, the person that Chun Li is based off of. She's evil. She,
You have a game with Goku. I don't think anything else is broken enough.
uh, oh, and there would be a crossover between Chun Li and Shadow. Actually, you know what? We could have Shadow Lady have Chun Li as an assist.
If we're doing
Probably.
Shadow's assist, it's going to be the other secret characters from the Street Fighter. So it's going to be Cyber Kuma and whatever the other one, and Mecha Zangief. There you go.
That would be cheating. I'm good with it. All right then. Of course, Ryu and Ken, Ryu and Chun Li, Wesker and Jill, well, evil Jill, Naruto and Sasuke, Morgan and Dimitri, and this is the full list. I couldn't actually find a thing that would let me, have a whole versus screen, but I found tier maker, so yeah, this is what we're working with.
Good enough.
Okay. And
Oh,
I know we're running on time here, so
right. And just real quick, I didn't actually put this in any order. Like I put
Breaking up.
Ryu. Sorry, I didn't put this in any particular order when I made this. Like I just put Ryu Goku first and Grigori and Cinderella last. But as I look at the list, I was like, these would be very weird versus matchups for arcade mode. Like Naruto versus Batsu or Morgan versus Luffy. Like it would be like All Might versus Devil Joe. That'd be silly and stupid.
Devil Joe loses.
Why are you hitting Devil Joe so much? Anyway,
I hate Devil Joe. I'm just being realistic on the power levels here. We literally have someone who can fly, is super strong, and it's touted as the most powerful character of his series
Oh my,
against
can't
Devil Joe.
fly.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
my
he can't fly.
jump
Oh,
jump
No.
very high. My mistake.
he's basically
Yeah,
the
he
Hulk.
jumps. He jumps good. And Asura versus Hisoka.
Hisoka
That's
loses. I mean, come
yeah.
on. That's like it's like you telling me a bicycle is going to go up against a freight train.
Okay, here's one. Kenshin versus Regina.
Kenshin loses.
I forgot it. Oh,
The
and
only reason
Toriko
Kenshin
versus
loses is
Falu.
because he doesn't want to kill anyone. That's the only reason why he loses.
But would he win the fight?
He might try to knock the person out. The person might get back up and slash him.
Fine. Like some of these are actually like coincidentally perfect. Others are like okay, Victor Ortega, the pro wrestler versus Dai, the dragon person. Sure. Godhand versus Ryotsu. Sure. Dio versus like Yellow Iris, the cat lady. Sure.
The balancing factor here now becomes a problem. It's like, okay, who down there can actually compete against like the top two rows of the characters here?
Honestly, if I went with like the actual like absolute strongest of Capcom, they give you a very boring lineup. Like a lot, like it's like I went with personality first. It's like who would be fun characters to have in the game?
Oh, okay. If we're doing balancing like how MVC does it, anyone can win against anyone. Fine.
Pretty much, yeah. If this was like an actual like storyline heavy adventure game thing, then yeah, this would be horrifyingly unfair.
Yep.
Just from Kenshiro. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's like for what it is. I think this is a good lineup. And if for the record, I'm not doing this like this idea again. Shinji versus Capcom. This I will not do again. But if for whatever reason I was like, oh, if there was a sequel, then you could switch out characters. Let's say if certain characters weren't being played a lot, like if let's say Hisoka wasn't being picked a lot online for whatever reason, then sure, Killua. I love Killua. He's wonderful. Or if you want, instead of Valgus, you can put in not Ken. It's like I don't like Ken for some reason. I don't know, but someone else.
I mean, if there's another series from Capcom that can replace Power Stone, you can do that.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Like the list for now for what it is, I'm good. Like the only other series that I would even think of putting in at this point, and this is something I would actually greatly avoid because I don't know how to make these characters like playable or fair or anything. For the Shonen Jump side, well, have you heard of Bobobo?
Yeah.
No. Nah, that ain't coming
See,
in a single game.
exactly,
That's dead. Nah.
exactly. I don't want to do it.
I hate
And for
Bobo with a
Capcom,
passion. I would have ended the stream right here if you told me Bobo was in this list.
he is not. It's
Okay.
too much insanity. Literally, look up any video of Bobo on YouTube and try to figure out what the hell's going on. You will lose.
It's
And then
so dumb.
It's silly, yeah.
it's
Doesn't
way
he
too
fight
silly for
with
its own
his
good.
nose hairs or something?
Yes, his
That's
fist of the
fine.
nose hair.
Yeah, but all right. Well,
Okay, and from Capcom, I tried to put in some, like the Killer 7, but that's way too confusing. It's like I know the story, I still don't get it. But anyway, if I were to do another crossover idea, I would do something world simpler than this. Like another day, I had Tekken versus King of Fighters, and nothing else. Just just keep it simple. Keep it to that.
I mean, I would have said for Capcom, you could have easily put a Dead Rising one in here instead, if you needed to substitute for someone.
That is true, but honestly, I don't see anybody that I would be like, okay, I'll take him out for Frank West. Like, oh, another thing that it was kind of a purpose, but it happened almost accidentally. Um, all these like all the Capcom characters are
Mhm.
characters that are completely new to the Versus series.
Oh,
Like,
speaking
well,
of,
half of them are old characters.
actually, you could have gotten a mecha for the Capcom side as well, aside from Jin's own a mecha to use, Lost Planet.
I considered that, but I was stuck between the regular PTX Vital Suit or the one from is this crazy anime thing that's only in Japan? Was X Troopers or something like that. Like it's like it's a Lost Plant spinoff, but it's insane anime bullshit. Like I really considered it, but I was like, nah, like it's fine.
Okay.
Like if anything, hear me out. A series that was not playable in this could be another assist. Just one character, just as another option. How's that sound?
Like I said, it's not a matter of who it is. It's just more of the
How many?
um
Yeah.
how many, and it just, at a certain point, balancing just gets thrown out the window once it gets to too many.
Yeah, that's fair. But I like I like how this is. Like this lineup. I will never make another one of these for at least Shonen Jump and Capcom. I can do another one for another series. I already asked you about maybe if Terminator and what was the other one? Lord of the Rings collided. That'd be weird.
Sorry, I'm just annoyed at a company right now. Sorry about that. I was just looking through my mail. I just got annoyed. Sorry about that. Please continue.
Oh, no problem. Like, I'm pretty much done. If anybody else has anything to add,
I'm good. The main thing is just the interest of time since we're hitting onto 3 hours now. So
right? Okay, so Sonny, what
What up?
is up for the? Well, what's our next topic for our next stream?
Next topic is played out tropes in games and movies.
okay. Can we answer two separate lists? One for games, one for movies.
Sure.
There's so many tropes. There's so many tropes to pick
Get
from.
your lists together, and I'll get my list together.
Actually, we could have three of them. Movies, games, and anime. Because anime got its own crap ton of tropes as well.
That is
Okay.
true.
That's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna have fun with that, and
As will
man,
I.
anime is gonna be really effed up with its tropes.
So I guess we're gonna just have a series played out tropes.
Yeah, the games edition, the movies edition, the anime edition, and then the last one, the books edition. For how many tropes are in novels?
Okay. So
Oh,
yes.
actually, if I may ask one last question
Yes.
about
Yep.
this roster, is
Go
there
on.
any like of this playable group? Is there anybody that you would change?
Yes,
You've already made your suggestions.
I've already made my choice. I've already told you who I would change.
Dude, it's foul. Deal with it.
Nah, Ryu, all day long.
They're the same person. Just deal with it.
No, they're not. There's 4 different versions of Ryu at least.
Are any of them an evil dragon god?
Does it really have to be Evil Dragon God? We have so many dragons on the list
Yes.
already.
Ryu is a
Literally,
dragon.
if
This
Dragon
guy's a
Buffalo
god.
has the Evil Dragon God.
Yeah, the list is fine. I mean, aside from Dragon's very adamant suggestion, everything is fine.
Look, when people hear Ryu, they think of the Street Fighter guy, not the dragon guy. Here's
Does he have a
Falu.
last
who-
name? If he has a
Mm,
surname,
Which one?
then you can use his full
Neither of
name.
them, neither of them have surnames. Some people say that Ryu's last name is Hoshi, but it's not really like. I think it was in a movie.
Okay,
Oh,
so
Eh.
the live action one.
swap
I
out
mean,
swap out Ryu from Street Fighter with Ken.
no. If we're swapping, it's going to be Akuma.
Fine, I don't care. They're all
Ryu-
literally
Ryu-
the same character.
They are literally not, but okay, whatever. We'll be arguing about this all day. The list is fine.
It is.
Sonny, all right,
Actually,
Sonny, you
the
play
other one
Tekken.
I would have changed would have been the chick from Red Earth, and put one of the monsters. Any of the monsters. There's a whole library of monsters in there. Give a monster.
Mm, I guess. I don't know, like
Don't get me wrong. It's not because of her. It's just because the game is literally a game where monster bosses fight, and you pick the one non-monster boss to pick as the poster child of it. I'm like,
It's
what?
fine. If you're not drinking water, drink water, guys.
Sure, I got like
what I've been talking for the past 3 hours.
I got like 2 empty bottles here anyway.
Okay, and
Yes, you're asking me about Tekken.
yes, you said that you used to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not anytime soon, but later. Would you be interested in a crossover that involves Tekken and maybe King of Fighters?
With less characters, yes.
Less
What
characters, sure, I can do
what
that.
I would be
64. Oh,
interested
64.
in,
Sorry, go ahead.
what would be interesting with Tekken is a Tekken story through, because I can honestly say most people probably don't even know how the story of Tekken goes.
Like Tekken 7 was pretty story heavy.
Yes.
Yeah, That's what I'm saying. That would be an interesting podcast for us to actually go through the story of Tekken, because even I don't know the full story of Tekken. I would love to just go and read a bit more and understand. Oh, this is cool. This isn't cool. This is interesting.
Okay.
I would love that as a topic for us.
Okay, future topic. Write it down, guys. Already in
I don't have a
my.
pen.
And forgotten. Thanks, Sonny.
I've already got it written down.
Okay, so played out tropes.
Yeah, because I
Sorry?
will say this. Unfortunately, not that many fighting game series have that like a continuous plot that goes from game to game that gets
That is
that
true.
expands, and I think that's why I like Tekken. That's why I like Mortal Kombat. It's just that plot that goes on just gives you that interest in playing the next game. Like, hey, I play for the fighting, I also play for the story.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Like, have you heard that eventually Street Fighter 3 will happen? Amazing, isn't it?
Street Fighter sucks as far as story goes. I'm not gonna lie.
You
It's
mean
all over
Street
the
Fighter
place.
Third Strike is going to happen?
Anyway,
Yes, eventually. Oh, no, Street Fighter 3 fourth return. I don't know.
Either way, Street Fighter's story is a mix of jumping ahead, going behind, and retconning. That's literally how Street Fighter does their story.
the stupid story.
So the championship editions. Championship Turbo Alpha.
It's a
X.
mess. I think the only ones which have started really to try and concrete hash a story now is 4 and 5, where they're just trying now to like link everything together and just get like a coherent story going. Because 4 it seems to be like not the starting point, but one of the earlier areas. I think Street Fighter 1 is before 4. Yeah.
Yeah. So played out tropes, discussing the Tekken story, and anything else after that?
Okay, so I mean, I have topics where I don't know what people are interested in. I would definitely love to do something about something mecha related. I'm a
Yes,
fan of mecha,
I'm in.
and I would love to do either a mecha related on that mecha anime series or a mecha game series, something like that.
Sure.
That we just discussed, and I would love to do that.
Mecha anime, I can do. Mecha game series, you have to get back to me on that one.
Okay,
I haven't played a lot of them.
because you can have something like if you want to do like Front Mission is a mecha series for games.
Super Robot Wars?
Super Wars would be an example, but that one's a confusing cluster F. I wouldn't even want to put anyone in that. That's like us going to the Fate franchise.
Which was
That was a
done.
good 5 hours.
Was not. It really wasn't.
Because basically every Super Wars game is its own self-contained story. They very few of them are direct sequels of the other. Only when they have the name in them, like 2 or 3, are they direct sequels of each other. So there's many different sets, and that's why I'm like, I don't want to get into this. This is going to be like Fate all over again.
Actually, I have a question. Because there was the one game, well, actually, I think it was more than one, but it had the final enemy of Gurren Lagann.
Yes.
How did they get the other mechs that aren't from Gurren Lagann to fight that?
Okay, so depending on the game it is, if we talk Z3, the power spiral enhanced everyone into size infinity to help fight against that. That's Z3. In X, magic was used to boost everyone to be able to be on par to help Gurren Lagann fight it. That's the only 2 games Gurren Lagann has been in. There you go.
Yep. And
Wonderful.
we should save all of this for the actual mech podcast.
Yes, which will be much later down because I will have to go through a lot of notes depending on what we're looking to do for that.
Yes. And I would need to
Got it.
brush up. Because I definitely want to talk about. Is it G Gundam?
Oh, yes.
Okay, well, hey,
Oh, man, G Gundam.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight you in that one. That's like the one Gundam series I don't want to talk about.
Oh, well.
What?
Well, we'll discuss why after.
No,
this
I'm joking
podcast.
with you. I have no problems with G Gundam. I just never watched it.
Oh, well, guess you have time to watch it now.
No, I don't. I tried.
Yeah, you
I
do.
tried.
You do now.
The moment I saw Racist Tequila Gundam, I was done.
Racist tequila. Oh, God. Okay.
Literally, Mexico Gundam was called Tequila Gundam. It was it's like, okay, that's too racist for me. I'm done.
All right. Well, that's the end of this podcast for today, guys. Um,
Let us know what picks you would have had for this crossover in the comments of the YouTube that I will upload this eventually. And um, subscribe, maybe? I don't know. We'll be your best friend if you do.
as far as streaming goes, I will be returning on Wednesday with Persona 5 Royal, and I'll attempt a 12-hour on Friday.
Well, is there also going to be P5 Royal for Friday?
It might be. I want to do some community stuff.
Well, that is
Maybe.
community stuff. We can vote to see what persona you're allowed to use.
I mean, if that's what you
Oh,
want to
no.
do, but I figured we'd do like Among Us and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, that's fine. I'm more than happy to jump on community games. Make Sonny hate us all.
I
Sure.
mean, okay.
He would like Sonny be like, "Why are you keep dying like that? What's wrong with you?"
Who knows? Who knows? Oh, and it's a temporary return for me, but I've been playing Alan Wake. I'll be playing episode 5 of the game later after I nap and shower and eat something. But
Follow King Crazy at
Post it up.
twitch.tv
Post it up.
/ King Crazy. I forgot.
King Crazy Mofo.
Give him a shout out. This way everyone can see it.
Ooh, let me see it. Like it's gonna show one of my clips.
It
Oh,
might.
the ads! Damn it, Sonny! I can't see anything. But anyway, I'm seeing
Yeah, there it is.
football.
It's showing now.
I'm seeing football. Freaking
No,
ads.
I have no idea what game this is.
That looks like
Oh, it's
Oh, it's Warframe. Okay.
oh. The hell was I doing then?
who clipped it?
When was this? Jesus Christ! This is when I had my old name.
This was last year
Why did it show that? I don't play
Because-
Warframe anymore.
because
No.
someone clipped it.
Why did they put that? Okay, screw it. Whatever. I've been playing Alan Wake. It's a survival horror. You'll get to see me run around and fight monsters that my character is wildly ill-equipped to fight because horror.
You really don't fight them. You just run.
It's like you can fight them, but you have to be like, wary of your items and such.
It's a
So,
precursor
yeah.
to Control.
And you're not Energizer batteries because they took out the product placement.
Right there. They're lithium.
They're just lithium batteries now. You used to be Energizer batteries before.
Right. All right. So, yeah, join me for that. And if there are other games that I can talk upon for hours on end, I would probably stream those as well. We'll see.
And no, I haven't done a movie night in a while. We'll get back to that either this coming Saturday or the Saturday after.
Still waiting for that McHale's Navy. I want my Tim Curry.
You'll get your Tim Curry, darn it. But it's October, and I'd be a piece of crap if I didn't put on quote unquote scary movies.
Oh, so you watching scary movies 1 to 3?
No. Scary movies 4 through 6.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, everybody. This is the end of the podcast forever.
They're terrible. They're so bad.
But seriously, we're gonna sign off now.
Bye,
Take care,
everybody.
everybody. Stay dope.
And stay hydrated.
Wash your ass.